Dowolf, and I hope everyone else enjoys the rest of the marathon. Thank you very much, and that's all from me.
Great job, Dragon Dark. World record. That's amazing, dude. Good job. It's awesome to always see that at a major event. Well, guys, we have quite a few donations, so I'm going to speed right on through them. We have a $50 donation from Professor Ness. WRGGDD. Here's 50 to your choice. We have an anonymous $100 donation. Love what you guys do. Donation goes to Runner's Choice. We have a $5 donation, and I think this is probably the reason that everything worked out so great for the RNG, from Nico Aru, that says, "My first time donating. Good luck with RNG, guys." Clearly that good luck came Dragon Dark's way. We have a $5 donation from Eroji. It's in French. I will do my best to pronounce it. Bonne chance à tous les coureurs pour ce RPG Limit Break. Merci beaucoup pour ce événement et go pour cross. Have a $7 donation from Magius that says, "So hi all. I just learned before coming out here that my nephew Zachary had just discovered the fun and exciting world of Pokemon. He may only be 5, but he's mad for anything Pokemon related. So put this towards naming the hero's Pokemon Zachary, as even if I'm out of town, I thought he might enjoy seeing his name in a Pokemon game." We have a $15 donation from Amens28 that says, "First time limit break for me, so I had to donate. Greetings to Meta Sigma and good luck to all the runners and their runs." We have a $40 anonymous donation that just says, "Donating for such a great cause and for the best tech problems." We'll just give Vuligin the full credit for that. If without the tech problems, the world record would not have happened. So Vuligin, we appreciate everything you do. We had a $20 donation from Penny Whistle that says, "It's my birthday, and what better day to donate to charity? All of my love to Abby, the wonderful woman who has helped me through so much." We have a $5 donation from Aki that just says, "Meow," because meow. And finally, we have a $20 donation from Magnificent Q of the Continuum that says, "We swore to Mutsky and Flex Q that we would donate upon hearing the latter's macho voice, and demand that he raise us the strongest of flexes, the flex that would be worthy of the Continuum as he did. To all members and comrades of the Continuum, this is for you. May the flex be with you, and may this paltry offering go to aiding those who suffer from pains they cannot always talk about. Having observed your dimension for so long, we have seen many paragons of humanity struggle, suffer, and triumph against such odds with hell. Let this payment go to Meta Sigma's decision. The flex knows best." And next up, we will have the magnificent Bob the Ninja Goldfish. So guys, get your donations in if you want this beautiful man to be reading in that magnificent voice of his.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Bob the Ninja Goldfish, and we are here at RPG Limit Break 2018. I have a bit of an update for you guys on the Nier Automata Super Bosses incentive. We are going to be doing that after this run, so if you're interested in that, stay tuned. And all I can say is congratulations to Dragon Dog. So we have $10 from Zetsu Boy. Says, hey everyone, it's been a great marathon so far, and I can't wait to see the rest of it. Put this towards naming Vanessa in Legend of Lagaia, because why not? So I do want to quickly tell you guys a little about the reason we're here. We are here supporting NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And one of the facts that they have passed along to us that we would like to highlight is that the average delay from the first symptoms of psychosis to the treatment in the UK is 7 weeks. In the US, it's a grand 74 weeks. This is one problem that NAMI aims to solve. So if you are suffering, please do not hesitate to reach out to people. There is no shame in seeking help. It is, in fact, a strength. We did meet both the incentives for this game, so that's going to be interesting to see. If you haven't seen the ASCII map, it is something else to behold. I'm quite looking forward to you guys reacting to that. So. Well, I think that puts us at ready. So, as I said, this is going to be Shadows of Adam, run by Dowolf. And Dowolf, good luck, my friend.
So this is Shadows of Adam. Just start off with a quick roll call. I am Dowolf.
I'm Tyler. I'm the composer for Shadows of Adam.
Yep, and Tim, creative director, art director.
Yeah. So we've got two of the devs here, which is really cool. And
Thank you.
Yeah, and so you guys have generously donated for the ASCII art incentive. So we're going to do that. So let's trigger that. It's just good old Konami code. So up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A. And now the game looks absolutely beautiful.
Prepare yourself.
So it's literally just interpreting, I guess, every single little box on screen as an ASCII character somehow. So that's just supposed to be text, just introducing the story. So.
Is anybody else getting Angband flashbacks right now?
We can start timer.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, you can start the timer. Sorry, my bad.
This run is invalid.
Sorry.
New world record incoming.
Well, we're going to lose time because we have to do the activate. Oh, mouse is on screen. There we go. That's better.
Only a streamer would think of that. We'd like to point that out.
Oh God. Yeah. So this is Shadows of Adam. It's a beautiful game, I promise. And basically, we're just going into this pit because evil has been found in this pit, and we've been blamed for it. I guess.
Yeah, so luckily we'll only see this ASCII mode for about 5 minutes. Then you'll get to appreciate some of Tim's great pixel art. Dowolf is single-handedly pretty much routed this game by himself. He's done all the work. It's an amazing run to see. It's been kind of developing over the last year or so. And Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Basic combat mechanics before we get started is that you have a fixed amount of AP in every battle. And at the beginning of every turn, you're going to get 15 of it back, and if you kill an enemy, you get 5 of it back. So it's kind of a neat kind of cooldown attrition model. So we'll see Dowolf routing his AP amount very carefully throughout the run.
Yeah, especially in the early game, we route AP amount, and then later game, we're going to route not running out of ethers. So this is just a quick tutorial. We can hit the flower thing to get rid of vines, and there's a chest there, trust me. We're going to not get that chest because there's a cutscene inside it. So this is the first encounter. So like he was saying, we have AP that just gates everything, which is a little blue bar in the lower right-hand corner that you can't really read. Again, this will just be the first 5 minutes or so. But so for the early battles, we're just going to be mashing attack because it will just 2-hit them, and also a crit will 1-hit them, and the crit chance in this game is about 30%, which is insanely high. So yeah, so just mashing attack and then hoping we get lucky and get a crit is just a really good strategy. This is first puzzle. The solution is BAB, and I want everyone to just pay attention to that. BAB, remember that, because it's going to be important later on. This is a B. It looks like a B drill. Again, I swear. But yeah, so again, review the solution. This puzzle, so you hit the second one, then we're going to hit the first one, and then we're going to hit the second one again. So BAB. So test is coming up, so in a few seconds. So Bs are scary, so we are going to hit it with a lightning bolt here. Didn't get a crit, so that was unfortunate. Azrael is really low on HP, and I don't know how low it is. So let's, actually, not going to try to heal her in the ASCII menu. That seems a bad idea. That's a revive that we just picked up there. We will have no other way to revive our characters. Also, finally, again, hope you've all been paying attention because the password is still second, then first, then second. Puzzles do get a lot more tricky once we get further into the game, but for now, it's just... So, I just got a crit there. This might be scary, but we only have like 2 more fights. Should be good. That wasn't what I wanted to do. That's fine. Got a crit. So yeah, so like as you can see, like crits happen pretty frequently. 30% is just a really big shot. So this is the first optional fight we're going to do that we're just getting a nice weapon for Kellen. And also this fight is guaranteed to drop 3 potions, which we desperately need at this point in the game. So yeah. But on the bright side, this is the final battle, so immediately after this, I am going to actually just save the game if I can find that menu. There we go. And then we're actually going to like exit the game entirely. And then this hopefully won't like screw everything up forever. Because that's the only way to disable ASCII mode. But it's gone. Now we can enjoy the game like it's supposed to be.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Which means I should probably... Oh, God, she only had 12 HP. That was... yeah, like, so again, like, so now we can actually see what numbers are. And the game is punishing me for turning off ASCII mode with that miss, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so this save point, which we can save anywhere in the game, so it's just basically a heal point. And we're going to save the game, though, because this boss can kill us. 4 in-game time at this point is really good. Yeah, so this is the first cut. Oh, mouse. But so yeah, so this is now we're getting a like flashback about what I said before about how we couldn't scent. So they think she's a witch, and they're technically right. But so they're blaming her for everything evil that's happening, and they want to burn her. Minor trouble, no biggie. So yeah, I guess if we have any donations so far, people begging us to turn off ASCII mode, this would be a great time to start reading them.
Right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're turning it on later.
We'll turn it back on. You heard him, Twitch chat. We will turn it back on. We have a $10 donation from our own Atlas Jackson that says, wow, Dwarf Fortress is looking great. Good luck to Dowolf.
This scene was actually originally the intro of the game, but we decided to have some more of a cold open, so we use this as a flashback. Kind of model after like a Final Fantasy VII approach, where it kind of starts right in the first dungeon.
Yeah, and you were saying earlier that like just to tell who everyone is, because we don't have like portraits or anything. It's just it's always just some physical movement before they talk.
Yeah, a lot of jumping, a lot of cane shaking, like ways to sort of portray who's speaking without having portraits. This particular scene actually went through probably 5 to 6 different iterations to get right. It's a pretty complex scene with all the movements, but it's one of my favorites because you'll see a new character pop up and do some pretty cool stuff.
Nothing to see here. Okay,
Or
maybe
is
something to
there?
see here.
So if you pay close attention, when Curtis comes out, he's going to shoot this like a horizontal chakra beam. Remember that for the battle coming, just right here.
Yeah. So this battle is so we got the 2 things on the side. They heal the main thing in the middle, and so that's a problem. So we're gonna take them out first, and like Tyler was alluding to, we've got G-Waves, so that just is our first AoE attack. So yeah, we definitely want to use it. That's actually a lot of damage on Azrael already. I'm going to try to YOLO it because I really don't want to heal here, but she might die. The boss can do up to 40 damage in 1 hit, but that's a 1-hit attack, so it's really unlikely that it'll kill Azrael. See, it didn't kill Azrael. Everything's fine. But yeah, so this game is definitely a lot about just dancing with risk and very much just... So it's a lot of damage races. So you're trying to just kill the boss before... Oh, he didn't die. He didn't die. That hasn't happened in a long time. It has happened, but it's been a lot... And you landed all 3 leech seeds. Okay, this is a problem. So things are going south already. Let's see, you got a heal there. Finish off the last one on the side. Then, so yeah, so we have 1 revive, and we have no other way to revive people, so this is why I saved you for the fight. But hopefully we won't need to reset already. That'd be a bad sign. Yeah, so he has, I think, 630 HP, if memory serves. Okay, didn't kill anyone, that's good. Nice crit. Okay, that's perfectly fine.
So probably after this round, you'll see we took a page out of FF Mystic Quest with the weak state monsters, which I think adds a nice like visual storytelling element to the battles. And because you can't see his HP bar, it kind of gives you a clue that he's getting weaker.
Yeah, it's specifically for 25% HP, so probably not this round, but maybe next round we'll get the kill. Maybe not if he just gets another triple leech seed. There's no way to play it safe here. Let's just go all in.
Yeah, and something you won't see is Curtis has a mind read ability that reveals hidden HP bars.
Yes, it also tells you weaknesses and has a nice little fun quote about what the guy is thinking. But yeah, so that was the first boss. We didn't die, which is really good. Did actually die in practice last week, so good thing that didn't happen here. But yeah, so we found the book at the source of the tangle. It's been causing that caused all these vines to appear, and now a bunch of spooky ghost things up here, and also this guy who looks a lot like our dad. And we know we can trust him because you can always trust someone to summon spooky ghost things. That's just rule to live by. Now we gotta just run out of here, and just followed by a little bit more of cutscenes. So I guess throw it back to Bob if you got any donations.
I will just point out that Twitch chat is saying turn it back on, do it, you won't.
Don't tempt me, Twitch chat. Don't tempt me. Also, I would probably just die because I can't see my HP or AP. But
That's probably what they're rooting for.
don't worry, Twitch chat. I will die plenty of times just fine.
All right, so one of the things that I would like to do is, rather than a re-donation right now, I just want to say thank you to some of the artists that have been working in our community, especially since we have the art director here on the couch with us. We want to say a huge thanks to LLK and Carrie Fry and Mega Weasel, who are responsible for many of the emotes that you gain access to by subscribing to the channel. All revenue from subs and ads that we air will come to us at RPG Limit Break to help us run future marathons, but all 100% of any donations do go straight to Nami. That's very important to know. So thank you for any donations you have made thus far, helping us reach the total of $6,585 already, which is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, thanks for helping us hit the donation incentives. After Dowolf's run, he's going to do an optional boss battle, which has kind of a little bit of a throwback to FF6. You'll see.
Speaking of, I think during this run, if you donate $5, you're entered into a prize to win a Steam key for this game.
Yep.
As well. So if you guys like what you see and you get your donations in, you have a chance to win the game that you see on screen. You too can make ASCII mode happen.
Just remember the Konami code.
Yeah.
Right. Play it at home, guys.
Yeah. So this cutscene here is so this is where the main character learns that his father doesn't. He's not his father's favorite son or
Right.
favorite child, which is a really rough thing to tell a kid that's like 5 years old in that cutscene or something like that.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, that's 10 years ago, so it'd be like 5 years old that you're just telling him, "No, I hate you."
I like
He
how
is
the
not
book,
Dad of the Year material.
I like the book pages eternally, flapping in the wind.
Yeah, nobody questions this.
Yeah.
That's how you
Nobody's,
know the book's magic.
Yeah.
yeah, so now we're gonna like pilfer stuff around town. You know, it's an RPG. So first we're gonna pick up some juices. Those are like tabs from Chrono Trigger. If for those of you who played that game, which I'm gonna assume is most people in an RPG Limit Break audience. So carrot juice is for speed, spinach is for attack, and
Broccoli?
Apples are for magic. And broccoli's defense. Why am I going in this
No one
building?
cares about broccoli, though.
Make sure you equip.
Did I forget? Yes, I did forget one. I need to go in this building. So we do definitely need that one. So there we
Those
go.
are Azrael's adopted mothers, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you equip the armor, Dowolf?
I'll do that in a second.
Okay.
I should probably not. Yeah, I actually forgot to have a practice run earlier today, and I was like, oh, well, I didn't die, so it was fine. But should have probably died, because I don't buy more armor for a really long time. Yeah. So this is. This kind of follows the previous flashback cutscene, and we're trying to prove ourselves in the forest, I guess, and we almost get ourselves killed because we're a 5-year-old kid in a forest of wolves.
Yeah.
But brings back memories.
Yeah, we try to balance a nice segments of gameplay with a little bit of scenes. So kind of from this point on, it will be mostly like a 30-minute stretch of gameplay, then maybe a 2 to 5 minute scene to kind of slow it down a little bit. But there's gonna be a long stretch of gameplay right up here.
Yeah. So this introduces the guy in the middle, the like thief type enemy, and they dodge physical attacks like nobody's business. And if they dodge a physical attack, they will counter you. And yeah, that hurts. That hurts a lot. So we do not want that.
Can I break in real quick?
You may.
I got a couple of rather large donations on my hand here. First, from our own PJ, who was supposed to be here with us but couldn't make it this year. $250.
Whoa.
All right.
Who says, "Hey friends, PJ here. Hi Bob. I'm sorry I couldn't make it to RPG Limit Break this year, but I have complete faith that you will all continue to do a great job for Nami without me. I wanted to give a quick good luck wish to my longtime friend Dowolf, give a special good luck to my boy Ginger, since I'm putting my money on money towards naming Ryu PJ for the Breath of Fire one. Like, if you want every console to crash, you might want to do that.
Yeah,
if possible, give that one to Ginger. Keep up the good work. Thank you, PJ.
Yeah, thank you so much, PJ.
You are sorely missed amongst us." And I have a $500 donation from Sorlock, who says, "Great to see one of my favorite Kickstarted games, Shadows of Adam, on stream. Looks, sounds, and plays awesome. Have a great RPG Limit Break,
I really
everybody."
hope that was sent during the ASCII mode.
Thanks so much for the
I'm going to go ahead and say yes. Yes, it was.
Nice. So in the battle that happened during PJ's donation, you'll notice the wolves use the roar attack. It's guaranteed to happen before my entire party, and will just paralyze one member and lower their defense. So that's basically the game introducing the fact that it really likes status effects, Tim.
Yeah. You could thank me for that.
So the game is just going to get progressively meaner about its status effects from here on in, and it's great because literally any encounter can kill us. It's great.
Yeah, there's a few boss battles later in the run where things could go quickly awry, and it's a lot of fun to watch.
Right. And the whole idea behind all these status effects is if you basic attack your way through battles, you're just going to die and get a game over. So It encourages strategy early and punishes no strategy later.
Yeah, it forces you to think on your feet too, which is what you want in an RPG. Like if you just always know how you're gonna approach a fight, that's no fun.
Yeah, like in this dungeon, like Dowolf was saying, we introduced that mechanic where the guy dodges physicals and he counters when he evades. So it's kind of slowly teaching you, like, hey, maybe mashing attack isn't the best option. And so that's one of our tenets of the gameplay. Another thing is that as Dowolf goes through the run, he'll be learning lots of different skills, and he won't be getting like duplicate skills. Like in the old Final Fantasies, you can learn like 20 fire spells, and only one of them is useful by the end of the game. Each character is basically going to learn one unique spell, and it's going to last pretty much throughout the game. So as he's about to learn Flare, I think. And
Yeah, Flare will be in several fights from now.
Right. Level 8, I think.
yeah, and he'll be using that up through the final dungeon. Like pretty much in the final dungeon, he'll be using Flare a lot. So this guy is kind of our like Jar Jar Binks character, but a lot less hated.
I like to think of him as a Moogle, but
Yeah, he also likes calling us stupid oomies, which
Yeah.
for anyone who's ever played a MOBA and just knows another meaning of the word oom, it's just... I died laughing the first time he called me that.
Yeah.
But,
This whole sequence was meant to sort of show the player how to hop across rocks and jump across cliffs without having a immersion breaking tutorial.
yeah, I actually literally don't know if it's faster to jump down that cliff or not, but I refuse to not do it because he taunts me and tells me to do it. I'm not brave enough, so
Yeah, it's funny. You don't actually have to jump down the cliff.
yeah.
I've seen some people avoid it. They like didn't pick up on the like hint that you can jump it.
Right. Well, you see him do it. I hope that, yeah, that was the cliff.
And there's like arrows pointing down, so
Yeah, yeah.
there's only so much you can do to teach.
Yeah. Well, I mean, eventually they will have to, or they will not be able to progress, but it does take a while before you get to that point. You could, like, walk this entire area backwards if you really wanted to.
So I have a donation here with a very pivotal question in it.
Uh-oh.
It's from an anonymous donor, which is probably for a good thing. $5. It says, you know, it's a good thing you didn't bring your notes because you never bothered to update them anyway.
I'm decently certain I know who that's from, so thank you so much.
Good luck on the run, Dowolf. P.S. Tyler, did you get a haircut?
I did.
Oh, maybe it's not what
A few days ago.
Anonymous. This is more like a mystery than something
Yeah,
anonymous.
you should send us more donations and we can try to figure out who you are. Or maybe yes.
Oh, we got Suplex.
Oh yeah, so Suplex, obviously is just the best move in the game, objectively. Because you just suplex everything.
Right.
When did you become Brock Lesnar?
Not recently enough.
I like to think of his Macho Man Savage, Randy Savage or whatever.
He probably won't kill Kellen. I'm just gonna YOLO. Oh, or you can just paralyze people. Nice crit. Nice crit again. So we're gonna heal up before this fight because we are about to fight like 3 jerkbirds. Or is it 4 jerkbirds?
3.
It's 3.
It's 3. Yeah. So we can kill. The good news is we can kill them all in one hit. The bad news is they can kill us first. So let's find out.
Look at that jerk bird.
Yeah,
Just like
let's-
slowly flying.
Let's show him who's boss. Let's just show him who's boss.
This fight was brutal in playtesting, just as a developer, because the first time I came across it, I didn't know it was there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Low HP, no AP, just got destroyed.
I think we nerfed these quite a bit from the first beta, because I remember when this game was in beta back in 2016, a lot of testers were saying how difficult the woods were. So we definitely really tried to have a smooth difficulty curve and it to feel natural and balanced.
Yeah, but like on that fight, if you haven't learned Flare yet, which we just learned Flare in that fight, so you're definitely not guaranteed, and like you haven't figured out that Chakra Wave can one-shot them, like you're just in for a bad time. Like I am right now because I forgot to heal Azrael's AP, so she just can't cast. So if my mage can't cast spells, this is fine.
She's not the worst
Don't worry about it.
attacker in the world of RPG
And
mages,
at this
so-
point, I mean, she's better than the 4th character auto attacking.
That's true.
Shots fired before he even joins the party. Yeah, so 4th character is interesting. He is Tyler's favorite character.
Right.
That chest has 1 gold piece in it, so we're going to ignore it.
It's a little bit of a troll, but
A little bit. It has 1 gold piece. It's
That
literally.
little piece is going to be lonely, man.
Look, if it wanted to not be lonely, it should have found the front.
So you would have gone for 2 gold pieces, is what you're saying.
Possibly. The gold route in this game is pretty tight. But, yeah, so this is 3 wolves. That's fine. paralyze the mage that I'm not using spells with. You won't. Oh, it didn't.
So as you watch the run, Dowolf will be exploiting a lot of enemy weaknesses. I like to think this game sort of plays out a little bit like Pokemon, and Tim was actually the guy who sort of devised all the battle scenarios, and so as you notice, like certain types of enemies are weak to certain types of magic. You'll see a lot more of that in the next dungeon when we start seeing ghost-type enemies.
Yeah, ghosts are mean.
There is a quick question from chat, which
Okay.
is why do enemies seem to survive with 0 HP?
They have like one.
Yeah, just the bar is really small,
Okay.
I guess.
They have a pixel, and it's just you can't see it because it's invisible. I don't know. So yeah, so this is the second-ish boss. I guess it's technically not a boss because you can see its HP bar, but it's basically a boss. Our strategy for this is we're just gonna go all in, and we're gonna hope he doesn't kill us. So it's a pretty top-tier strategy, I think. Oh, we set him on fire. Nice. So that'll do. So we might 2-round. So we should 2-round him here, which is fantastic. Yeah, because otherwise we'd be healing next turn, and we don't want to heal. That sounds slow. Oh god, he's not gonna die. YOLO.
Got it.
Easy every time.
There you go.
Oh god, that was close. So yeah, so it's okay though. I have a better strategy for the next boss. Tyler, don't tell me I'm lying.
We won't spoil it.
Don't tell them I'm lying.
So he just got a mushroom to bring back to this crazy witch.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
there's mist in this woods, as you can see from the overlay, and somewhere else in the woods it's extremely foggy, and so this mushroom is key to getting past that point.
Yeah, this crazy witch in the woods is going to use the mushroom to make us a stew that will let us see through the fog, and this sounds like a trap. Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Like, why are we trusting the mage in the woods?
And she gives you a fork to eat it, which I always found pretty funny.
Yeah.
Right, considering they don't use it.
Yeah, that's true.
Who's got the fork?
Yeah.
Let's hear from chat who actually has the fork.
Maybe this might be a good time to shout out to the other devs that aren't here today. Tyler Darren, Josh Garlitz, and Luke Watchholtz, the other developers of Shadows of Adam, who had invaluable contributions, but unfortunately couldn't make it here. So,
Right. Two
shout out to-
programmers, dungeon designer, story writer,
yeah.
and countless other tasks.
And
Yeah.
just so chat knows, which one of them was responsible for ASCII mode?
That was Tyler Darren.
Oh, okay.
And that was
Yeah.
actually
Other
like,
Tyler, not
yeah, the other
who's
Ty. I'm
here.
Tyler. He's Ty, or Canadian Ty, we call him. I think he added like a week before the game came out, and no one knew about it. And when Dowolf was submitting this, I said, "Hey man, let me tell you about this ASCII mode. Maybe a good donation incentive." So glad we got to see a little bit of it.
Okay, so there's a big question that's coming up a lot in chat about suplexes and certain locomotives.
Oh,
All I'm going to say is we may have reached a donation incentive for a certain boss made of slime that may or may not be a train.
Yeah, I will not comment about how off the rails that fight may be.
Top pun!
yeah.
Top
If
pun!
we spoiled it, it might become a train wreck.
Oh, round of applause. Points for that, man.
Why is Brosetcha not here yet so we can join this? Or is he here and I just haven't seen him yet? He's coming. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is like a
Alas.
little bit of an homage to FF4, that campfire scene, and a little bit of Chrono Trigger too, the iconic campfire scene. Tim did a great job with the little like fire overlays, and I just love the framing of that scene. I've always been a big fan.
Right. Reminds me of the concept art of Chrono Trigger and the just that blue and yellow fire scene they have.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah. So the one nice thing about the status effects is that they are programmed so that like only one of them can use roar. So if we have like this, like Curtis just resisted the paralyzed, and now we just like get to kill some wolves, and they're defenseless, just like they should be because they're trying to kill me. Nice save point. So boss is coming up. So let's save the game.
Yeah, like Dowolf mentioned, you can save anywhere in our game, which is one of the many convenience features we tried to add. And but the save point is basically like a kind of a fourth wall breaking way of us telling you, hey, there's probably a boss coming up.
Yeah, and so save also like acts like he's a person, which is like kind of weird and interesting. Like, so I think there was a story behind that, or maybe a story behind that.
Maybe. The thing is that nobody who's developed this game actually knows who or what save is.
Yeah.
So the mystery is as big to us as it is to anyone else.
Now, if anyone wants to write some fan fiction, we'd love to see it.
Yeah. So
Careful what you are asking for,
yeah. So
gentlemen.
that fight right there was why we went to the little side area to get the Magician's Rod, because one-shotting those guys is nice because they're jerks. They counter autos, and I don't want to burn all of my AP before the boss fight. That sounds like an awful idea. So this guy is a boss. He's the headhunter, and our strategy for him is so actually Tyler messaged me on Discord like earlier in the week and was like, so you do have a better strategy for the elite headhunter than just going all in, because that's what your notes say, right? And I'm like, no.
Yeah, basically just don't die, kill him first.
Yeah, so like much like the shroom, we really would like to set him on fire.
That's like the worst possible first round too.
Yeah. So I cheer up, and I really hope he doesn't kill Azrael before I get a turn. Is what I'm gonna do here. He might, but I have 2 revives. Oh, I have 3 revives now. So like, I can do like 3 mistakes and I'm fine.
Unless it's all 3 at once.
Nice crit, but we dodged the second one, so we're fine. And we
burn.
set him on fire.
Nice.
Okay, so this is, yes, only 1600 HP. We're doing like a ton of damage around, and now he's also on fire. Yeah, we'll do that.
And, you know, Tim talked about how there's a lot of stat effects that the enemies inflict on you. You have the ability to inflict a lot of stat effects on the enemies back, and they're actually quite useful. Burn, I think, inflicts 10% of max HP damage every round, so it's quite significant.
Yeah, so he's going to die in like 1 hit. There we go.
And later, when you get the 4th character that I love, but Dowolf doesn't particularly like, he has a move that has a very high chance of inflicting stat
I mean, the character does admittedly have the objectively best move in the game, so he's not the worst thing in the world. But yes, I guess we can talk more about him when he actually joins the party.
Right, probably 30 minutes away from it. 40 or 20?
Not even. Like, I don't know, 20, 15, somewhere in that range.
Tim,
I don't know.
how did we do this, dude? Was it just like 3
The
parallax?
scene, yeah, it's parallax scrolling, so.
Yeah, it was like 3 different overlays, like the castle, its own thing, and then the foreground, and then maybe the sky.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Foreground, castle, mountain, sky.
there you go.
I have $5 from an anonymous donor who says, the moment ASCII mode ended, I was smitten by the art in this game. Donating to try for that Steam key, but also because my dad has bipolar and my mom has Alzheimer's. So mental health issues are really important to me. Keep up the good work and good luck on the run, Dowolf.
Thank you so much for that donation.
And I have a $100 donation. This is where you applaud people. That says, roo roo roo, roo roo, roo 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 roo. Translation, why is Dowolf on my TV? Dogmac.
Thank you so much. So that's one of 2 people who that could be, so thank you.
So Dowolf doing now is he's setting up a side quest, which is going to unlock some really great artifacts, which he's going to exploit later in the run.
Right, and this side quest is part of the DLC content of the game, which essentially makes up the main game, I would say.
Yeah.
I
But-
just shopped without saving it, but I didn't screw it up. So shopping in this game is like the most riskiest part of the run because we are on a super tight gold route, and
Did you need to get the armor?
no, we did not
Okay.
get. We don't buy armor here,
Okay.
which is it's just gonna make this game a little more risky. Whatever.
Yeah, YOLO.
YOLO. Yeah, so we need to not buy armor so we can, buy shurikens because shurikens are cool.
Much cooler than armor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Who needs clothes when you have shurikens?
Yeah, like
Alright.
shurikens are gonna be saved for a very particular boss who's weak to shurikens. So, but you only get 2 of them normally, and we need 3, so we gotta buy one. We're like
I'm fairly sure there's a fashion designer out somewhere that's made shurikens into clothes. Like,
Nice.
there's got to be someone. that's
Shuriken
done
chainmail.
that. Yeah.
That sounds like an idea.
Sounds like a
Let's
really
just end that
bad
sentence
idea.
there. It is an idea.
Sounds painful.
That you are welcome to wear yourself.
Let's play good idea, bad idea.
So yes, we did just pick up a second max revive, which is a fantastic item because it sells for 1,250 gold, which is just an insane amount of money for this point in the game. And we're not going to need it now, but we are going to need that money soonish. We're going to probably sell them now, though, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna sell them now. So yeah, so we're giving a tutorial about how this little DLC area works. So basically we can warp here from any save point in the game, which is convenient because there are DLC shops in here that we can buy really overpowered items from. Yeah, so there's a shop. So there's 4 shops named after 4 of the developers. Luke got all the powerful trinkets. Tim got all the vegetables, which are super OP, and the Tylers combined got nothing. They just got nothing.
Yeah, I think this one might be after Ty, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was definitely after Ty. Yes. So we'll just buy a shuriken, and yay! We just sold the most powerful healing item in the game for a shuriken. Good trade. Good trade.
And basically what he picked up in this place is a what's called a reliquary, and basically it allows you to equip 3 artifacts into 1. So he's going to be using that to stack 3 artifacts later, and later he's going to be using a recently discovered glitch which allows him to duplicate it.
Yeah,
which we'll
so
talk about later.
so also in addition to just letting me combine 3 artifacts into 1, it just also gives me plus 20 attack as a base, which is just an absurd amount of attack for this point in the game. So we really like picking that up. It's gonna let us hopefully 2-cycle the next boss. Though I've been having mediocre. Well, if we have bad luck on that boss, sometimes we wind up having really good luck instead.
Maybe we'll see the upside down glitch.
Oh yeah, so either we're gonna 1 round kill the boss, or we're gonna get a glitch. So win-win. So I don't know. There's a bit more stuff to pick up. We're gonna pick up a lit badge up here because otherwise there is literally no way for Azrael to survive one of the boss's attacks that's coming up. So we definitely want to get that. And
Right. And if your characters aren't lit, then what are you doing?
There you go.
Thank you.
Tim Limdorf, everyone. So I remember this particular scene being, for whatever reason, like a big roadblock to the development of the game. Remember it taking a while to get the timing right, the placement of the sprites. Our scriptwriter Luke would write the scripts and give minimal direction as far as where people would be placed and how things would move. And usually me or Luke and sometimes Tim would, while we were making these scenes, would have to sort of place things and get the timings right. It was a lot of fun, and usually if there was something missing, like Tim would whip up a quick sprite animation like this guy is all bloodied and kind of visually tell a story.
Yeah, this is like one of the only scenes I did in the game.
All right, you did this scene, didn't you?
Yeah, I think so. Or most of it.
I think I
You
did
might
the
have
very end, yeah.
I think you did half of it.
Remember the end of the scene being tricky to time, right? Because they all like sprint out really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just to give a plot update, so we're actually here in search of the 4th party member because you can't have 3-member parties. You gotta have a 4-member party. And so we're trying to track him down at a gambling den, and the gambling den got busted by the cops. And we used magic to get out, and so this guy really wants to be a mage when he grows up, and also he doesn't think he's grown up yet, so he's gonna be chasing after us a little bit, but he's not a threat. He's worthless. He's kind of garbage.
Dowolf, did you equip that new armor?
I have not done my equips yet. Thank you for no, I actually equipped the armor.
Oh no, the
apparently,
weapons.
but I need to do everything else.
Yeah, the weapons.
So so that will do that. I also need to use the rest of my juices. So that will just barely push me to the point where it is a damage roll for if I can 1-turn this boss, assuming I don't miss. Which is like a lot of assumptions. But so these are Zach and Nick, who like they immediately reminded me of like Salt and Pepper from Chrono Cross. But yeah.
Or like Bulk and Skull, the guys from Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly the name. I actually got the inspiration for the name because they like combined their name into one, Zach and Nick, which I actually got from the Lord of the Flies book where they had Sam and Eric, the 2 twin boys, and they were just referred as one entity. And I thought that was quite common.
Cool. I actually didn't know that. So Nick is weak to lightning and is significantly less HP. So we're gonna hope this murders him, or that they at least don't murder us.
Yeah,
Okay. So we hit him with the first attack. That's a good sign. This might do it. Those were good damage rolls. We got him. Okay.
All right.
So no upside down sprites, but we did get the quick kill. So that's really cool. So if we didn't get that quick kill, he was gonna start healing himself and maybe start trying to kill us, which is really inconvenient. So good to get the quick kill.
And these guys have a mechanic where when the other dies, they kind of have like a desperation move. And so as you fight these guys more in the game, that desperation move will evolve to be a little more deadly.
Yeah, and right here his desperation move is to cast attack up, which in a damage race you don't really want to cast attack up because you're just gonna die before you ever get to attack again. But yeah, eventually, oh god, we're gonna have some fun with those abilities, with those death moves, counters, whatever you want to call them.
So this next dungeon coming up is one I'm particularly proud of. I believe Tim designed all of it, right?
Right.
And we've always tried to do a thing where we teach mechanics through showing you without having to use tutorials. So like this little cutscene has some lore tidbits, but it's mainly to show you the basic mechanic. And it's just a simple lock and key mechanic, but it's been themed to fit the vibe of the dungeon, which is this wind tower full of magic. So as he's going to shoot a lightning bolt, and the wind currents are going to dissipate. So that's sort of the basic mechanic. And there's another one you'll see pretty soon. Yeah, this is basically a tower that's Talon, the fourth party member, went to, but no one ever returns from, so we're a little worried about him.
Who cares? He's Talon.
And Joel's about to show off how undead monsters are weak to chakra elements.
Yep, so they just explode, which is really nice because nothing else kills them. So it very much becomes the Pokemon thing. Except you have to hit them with the right ability, because they essentially resist everything else.
Yeah.
Right. Skeletons are a little more forgiving, but the ghostier they get, the less forgiving they
Yeah,
get.
you can't even hit them with physicals, I think, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's the kind of the new mechanic of this dungeon that we teach you. It's another way we teach people not to spam attack. The first dungeon, it was they counter and evade. This one is you can't damage them. But luckily, because your AP is constantly regenerating, you're not hoarding mana to the end of the dungeon, which is something I think kind of gave our game a little bit of a unique twist. A lot of RPGs, you tend to hoard all your mana for the final boss of the dungeon. And this game, we kind of just say, use it, go, suplex.
Yeah, abilities are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody likes not being able to use abilities in
Right.
battles.
Right. Encouraging fun. That was one of the main goals of the game in terms of design.
Yeah, so these guys are kind of like Metal Slime. They have 10 HP, take no damage from normal attacks, but G-Wave just explodes them. G-Wave in general, chakra attacks in general are just kind of OP, which is nice.
Yeah, it's very useful in this dungeon because there's a lot of undead monsters, and they're weak to the chakra.
Yeah, here's the ghost guy, like they were saying earlier, like no effect, and explode.
Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon. Yeah, basically chakra is like psychic, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever
Yeah.
ghosts are weak to. Dark, psychic, something like that.
Yeah, so this is a little semi-secret area that just gives us a nice weapon. So it costs us basically no time. So weapons are nice. I should probably heal. Be a good idea.
And all Bazzy's rods not only raise your attack, but also raise your magic power. So that's gonna be very useful later on.
So those little wizard guys are kind of scary if I don't explode them, but thankfully I can just explode them with one flare.
Yeah.
There's a bonus battle off to the left, and there's like a lit rune in that chest. I don't
think so. Yeah.
which I guess is kind of useful for the boss that's coming up.
Maybe for more casual players.
Yeah, but it's time. We don't have time for that. So we've just basically hit the major puzzle for this dungeon, which was figuring out our way to get to that lock so we could flip one of the wind locks over. But now that's done with, we just sort of run the rest of the way through the dungeon. This is going really well so far. We haven't died yet.
Yes, very
No
good.
one's lost any XP yet. Don't do any bonus
Famous
battles.
last words.
Just wait till Zack and Nick 3.
Oh god, let's not talk about Zack and Nick 3 until Zack and Nick 3.
This is another cutscene kind of break from the dungeoning. We try to make sure it's not too much straight gameplay, because that can get a little tedious without a little bit of plot. So it kind of slows the pace down a little bit.
I have a $30 donation from Bosk. It says,
Hey,
good luck,
Bosk.
Dowolf. You got this. Thanks to Tyler and Tim for the great commentary as well, for making an awesome game. Sad I couldn't make it, but you guys are getting to show off Shadows of Adam. This donation is split evenly between Dowolf, Tyler, and Tim's choices of donation incentive.
Yeah, yeah. Boss is another one of the players of this game. So he runs like the first hour of the game because 3 hours is a little long.
Yeah, he was also one of our beta testers for the DLC. Really helpful and just an overall really nice guy.
I almost thought Azrael was going to die right there, if you're wondering why I'm like praying.
What can we pick for donations?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's quite a few things. We'll say that and you can come take a look when we're done.
Sounds like a plan.
A lot. Well, speaking, I can even tell you some of the stuff that's coming up if you want.
Okay.
We have the next run is actually Breath of Fire, so there's the naming incentive there, which is quite cool.
Didn't somebody donate 200 or something for
yeah.
PJ to be the name?
Yeah, the
Yes.
PJ donated
Why
200.
don't we add on to that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
I'm
let's
good with that.
join
So we
the
want to
P-
name
yeah, let's,
PJ Ryan.
let's do this. Let's,
All right.
Yeah, let's
Thank
Right,
you,
PJ. Okay,
We'll do that.
that sounds
Right,
good.
so thank you, Andrew, and thanks
PJ,
again,
whatever
PJ.
you have done, dude, what have you done? You've cursed all 3 of those runners.
So we've just gotten our 4th character into the party, and as has been discussed earlier, he's almost useless. But he's actually not useless for this particular fight, because he has Poison Shiv, which has like a 75% chance
Ooh, that's
to poison the boss.
Yeah.
So
And
now
now
he's
he's
made himself.
useless.
Yeah. So now he's made himself invulnerable. Talon's been on fire for me this past week, and I guess what am I doing? That's what I'm doing. So I guess I don't know. Maybe I've burned too much luck, but
I think he's
you know what?
salty about being called useless.
You know what,
He's like,
Talon?
I'll show you useless.
No, you were in my PB. Talon was the MVP of that run, so you know, maybe he's just got it in him to be the MVP again. What am I doing? That's what I'm doing.
Right, and for what it's worth, he's not actually useless. It's just during the speed run, there's just not enough time to invest in making him a good character.
Yeah, he needs a lot of bonus items in order to
unlock his true potential.
He's a great support character, though, which you're going to see later. About halfway through the run, Dowolf's going to be making Talon into a great support character.
Yeah, so we got the poison this time. I'm gonna pick a card. Pick a card has like a
And that's the worst.
really. So lightning is usually one of like this rare effects that's super good that does an enormous amount of damage, but the boss is immune to lightning. Again, Talon, come on, man.
So I'd like to call you back to about 2-3 minutes ago when you said, "Man, this is going really, really well."
Look, you can look. You say I brought this on myself. I say Talon brought this on me. That's what I'm going with. So
Right.
you
This only
know,
happened when he showed up.
yeah. We actually everything was perfect until Talon
Oh,
showed.
you got the burn.
Oh, we got actually.
Burn and poison.
That might make up for missing. I'm running out of. I think I'm out of attacks though. So we're gonna try to re-up poison, and then he's go invulnerable again. I think
Yeah.
if I've been timing this right. I did time this right. Sweet. So with him being set on fire, he might die
Nice.
right there. That was okay. So Azrael is picking up the slack here with all these burn procs.
Yeah, she's done good.
But,
Yeah, Dowolf has memorized the attack pattern of that boss, which operates on a 4-round timer, I believe.
Yep. 4 rounds.
He makes himself immune, and then the next round charges up for AoE lightning. That's why he got the lit badge earlier, which, if it wasn't on Azzy at her low level, would be in the damage range to get killed.
Oh, she gets one shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were telling me earlier that like you specifically designed the XP so that she would get access to rejuvenation, the AoE healing skill before this fight. But you didn't make sure she had enough HP to not hit one shot.
Yeah, I guess so. I feel like in the casual play, if you do most of the battles in Windtower, she should be good. Like one level higher.
Well, you do also, and you got that, and there's also a side dungeon that we just completely ignored.
Right.
So if you did that too, like, she'll have another maybe 2 levels under her belt, and like then you're good.
Right, but for DLC and New Game Plus, you can play through the entire game and every enemy gets buffed, but you keep your old inventory. And so when people were testing that boss, his ability to do that AoE attack just wiped the entire party.
Yeah, so we had to nerf
Yeah.
that significantly. It was like you couldn't survive unless you had 4 lit badges.
Right.
It was instant death. It's pretty insane.
Nice.
Yeah.
That actually sounds fun.
But no,
Like
I,
trying
know,
to- 'cause
I
you
thought
can
we
eat-
should just leave it in as part of the strategy.
Yeah, I mean you can easily get 2 lit badges.
It's true. It's advanced. It's like a challenge run.
Yeah, like and you can buy lit runes.
Right.
Easy.
And
Yeah,
it's
no, this
not-
is fine.
It's not like you don't know it's coming.
It's
Yeah.
true. Because you already beat the game once, in theory.
So here's this chest we ignored earlier has our second shuriken. So we are 2/3 of the way to beating the boss who's weak against shurikens. You're welcome to guess what that boss might be like. I'm not going to spoil it.
I'll give you a hint.
Is it a
Final-
train?
No. Think Final Fantasy 1.
Speaking of shurikens, I have a $5 donation from Otaku Tom who says, personally, I think a shuriken chainmail would look sharp.
I think he's on point.
He cut me with that sharp
More
blade.
puns. I love the art in this game. I wish I'd known about it when the Kickstarter was live. Thank you to everyone involved in running the marathon. I personally am bipolar, and it brings a smile to my face to see how generous everyone is during the marathon. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you for your donation and your fantastic pun, Tom.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, so right here, Melville is berating the guards because he's looking for our mage because he wants to be magical too. And it's like, how can you not find her? She sparkles because she's a magical girl. Magical girls sparkle. And it's just like,
Yeah.
dude.
I like how we named the guards Soldier A and Soldier B, which was kind of a tongue-in-cheek way to pay homage to like the old classics. Where I always liked when the NPCs at like the castle all said literally the same exact dialogue. That's like a real hallmark of the
The
retro
king
stuff.
is just ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
The king is expecting you. Or when you're not expecting, you're not supposed to be there. Who are you? You're not supposed to be here.
Yeah,
All right,
so-
hardest skip in the game.
Yeah,
then,
hardest
so-
skip in the game. We gotta, it's the clumpy foot skip. Because unfortunately our main character walks boldly. So we have to learn how to be stealthy. But no, I don't want to learn.
Nice. Make sure to save.
Yeah, as soon as I buy my grenades, I'll save.
Yeah, Dowolf's gonna do this sneaking section, and
I am bad at stealth.
Yeah.
Let's not mince words.
you get counted. You have a counter that keeps track of how many times you're caught by the guards, and if you successfully get through the dungeon without getting caught once, you get a really nice item.
Depending if you talk to the NPC.
That's true.
Which is extremely missable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen streams of people just like assume the treasure chest in the other room is the reward.
Right. Yeah, so make sure when you're playing this game to talk to the not the captain first, but he's got a little lackey next to him.
You're playing an RPG. Talk to everyone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Also, so we've learned cheer up ability on our main character, which is I've used it before, but it's a healing ability on the main character who doesn't really use that much abilities in battle. So, okay, you got this down. Lightning or death? I know you have it in you. Fire is fine. Take that, I guess. So yeah, so it's just nice to have that. This character also just has a nice AOE healing ability that we can just like spam outside of battle.
Yeah, how pick a card works basically is it has 4 outcomes. It can do fire card, ice card, lightning card, and wraith card. Fire, ice, and wraith are all AoE and have a chance to inflict status effect, and lightning is a really strong single target, which unfortunately got on the thunder dragon, which did no damage. But if you get to it later in the run, it's usually pretty awesome.
Yeah, it usually one-shots things that aren't immune to lightning.
And the cards all have like I mentioned earlier, really good chances of procting status effects. Oh,
And I got good thing I saved like 5 seconds ago. So let's
he's
just
gonna-
load that real
yeah,
quick.
he has to reset. This whole run depends on not getting caught.
There we go. There you go. Good.
All right.
So we pick
Shout
up
outs to
this.
Luke for making such a great map. I love. Oh.
Sorry, rip earphone users.
Ow!
Wait, what? Oh God, I am just okay.
You got it,
okay,
man. You got it, man. Don't walk so boldly, okay?
but I'm Kellen.
Walk without rhythm.
Right. If anyone else is shooting for the world record, this is how you beat it.
I think I only got caught
maybe
like
save
once.
here just in case.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Don't want to accidentally leak over one of the other saves though. Come on, there you go. Good
Yeah,
job.
Luke.
Can we give him a cardboard box to help out?
You could.
Yeah, Metal Gear.
Good.
Metal Gear. Count.
Okay. There's just one more area of them that I have to get past, and then we're done with. Okay, we're not actually done, but we're done. Can't get me this time.
Yep.
Turn.
And
There we
actually,
go.
while there isn't a cardboard box, there are some crates. However, he's found a glitch in the game that allows him to bypass
Oh yeah,
that
so
whole
we see this
scene.
guy. So he's short-sighted, and he forgot his glasses today.
So that glitch actually I found testing, and I told Dowolf immediately, and even if I wanted to fix it, there's something corrupt with the map file, so shrug.
Yeah. So
Cannot be fixed.
it actually skips a cutscene that was
Yeah.
actually one of my favorite cutscenes
Yeah,
in
it's
the
a
game.
funny cutscene.
Unfortunately.
Speaking of corruption, I have a $25 donation for Jitatsu that just says, I'm donating for those fantastic console graphics.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Thank you.
But yeah, so we just got the death card, which is like one of the lower percent chance ones, and it just does AoE wraith damage to everything, and they just explode, and it's beautiful. So now this is a shadow. It is weak to everything but chakra, or is immune to everything but chakra. And we don't. By this point in the game, you're supposed to have an ability called Spirit Punch that would just destroy it. We don't have that yet, so we bought grenades because grenades work against shadows. I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't design this game, they did.
Grenades were actually Josh's idea, and they do a finite amount of damage, and they can't be dodged or be resisted, so they work against anything. So they're nice in a clutch against enemies that have either high evasion or some sort of particular immunity. And he's going to be using strats like that a lot in the run to do quick work of some pretty annoying enemies.
Okay, I'm just gonna save before I shop. There. Shopping is yeah, that's the wrong store. I don't want to buy no more.
You know what would help you go shopping?
More donations?
This anonymous donation I have with no message for $400.
Wow.
Thanks, everyone.
But it can't help you go shopping because it all goes to Nami. Haha, joke's on you.
Rip. But thank
Ultimately,
you
it
so
helps
much for that
everybody.
donation.
Yeah, thanks for the donations, everyone.
Okay, so we are coming up on the reason why we picked up these 3 shurikens. So we are in the Pirates Cave, which I guess gives away what the boss is going to be.
It's not pirates.
No,
Pirates.
no, of course it's not pirates.
dinosaurs.
Right.
So these pirates.
Oh, it's pirates.
Oh, man.
So they have the ability, Drunken Bash. If all 3 of them are alive, they can basically do 3 superpowered auto attacks, each of which can crit. If they crit, they will just one-shot a character. It's a problem. So we're just going to kill one of them on the first turn, and then they can't use that ability anymore. So that's why we got all those shurikens. So yeah. So unfortunately, we're not done with the fight because they still have an ability called Drink Grog, which heals for 350, which is an insane amount of HP for this point in the game. AoE heals, and then gives them defense down, but also gives them attack up. So that's scary. Hopefully we won't see that. And hopefully I didn't just jinx myself.
It's going pretty well
Famous
so
last
far.
words, man. We do have a question about the stealth section,
Yeah.
which is how come grenades are the most effective weapon in a stealth section?
That's a good point.
There's no guards in that area.
Yeah.
If a tree if a grenade falls in a stealth section and you killed all the enemies, did it make a sound?
That's an excellent point.
Man. Poking holes in all our game logic.
Yeah, so somehow or another, I got the fire proc. Well, not somehow or another. So pick a card. When it gets fire, has a really good chance of getting the fire proc.
40%, I think.
Apparently they resist wraith damage for some reason. So that was like super useful because that's a lot of extra damage on them.
Luckily, Talon has moved Poison Shiv, which does decent melee damage, but has a 100% chance to proc poison unless the monster has resistance. And I don't remember offhand if these pirates have resistance to
It's
poison.
not much if they do.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
Yeah.
There you go.
So Talon is making up for his earlier plays. He's doing pretty good here. We've seen no Drink Grog so far. There's only one of them left, and he seems to be content to buff himself.
Right.
Which
He still thinks his friends are around.
yeah, that's kind of sad, really.
Alright, guys. You know, it's pretty good, but it's no Gen 1 Pokemon AI.
I mean, nothing is Gen 1 Pokemon AI. That's something special.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Wow, great time.
Yeah,
too.
that was... Okay, so that's a 54-minute Pirates with the fact I did the glitch. That is basically tying my best time to ever beat Pirates, so that's pretty good. Probably shouldn't say that. So yeah, so the run's been going far too well so far. Let's get that duplicator. I wasn't supposed to pick that up yet. Right, already screwing up. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna also pick up this feather up here. Feather gives plus 10 to speed, which I don't care about, but we can sell it for like 1,000 gold. So what we're gonna do here is we want to duplicate, as Tyler said, or we can duplicate the. Do I have enough money? I do. Sweet. So we can duplicate the Knight's Mane, but first, we might as well put some stuff in it before we duplicate it. So let's put some stuff in it. Let's put this duplicator in there, and then forgot to do this. Let's put the bandana in there too. So now we've got So now, in addition to give plus 20 attack, it also gives an additional plus 5 attack. And then I went the wrong way. And then it also will just let me attack twice in a turn. That's pretty good, but what would be even better if we had 2 of them. So that's exactly what we're going to do.
Yeah, we're about to see a new glitch that was discovered, and as developers, we sort of have this fine balance. Like, we love speedrunning, and we've been thrilled that Dowolf has done so much great work on this run. And but we also have a responsibility to players who play the game to make sure that it's not glitchy and it's fun. So when we see a new glitch, we try to like weigh, okay, what are the benefits this could be to a run? What are the cons for a casual play? And this new glitch, I think, really has no casual side
Penalties.
effect. So, and it was such a, as soon as I found out about it, I immediately got on Discord and said, Dowolf, you have to like figure out how to route this.
Yeah, Maxim was doing a casual playthrough. I think Maxim's stream hadn't even ended yet, and you'd already pinged me about it.
Yeah, shout outs to Maxim Z. He was casually doing a stream of this game, and really great guy, really entertaining playthrough. And he found out this glitch, and then kind of like reverse engineered to figure out how to make it consistent, and then Dowolf took it from there.
Yeah. Huge props to him.
If
Yeah.
I can make a quick thing here.
Go ahead.
I just want to give a bit of an update on those Breath of Fire incentives. We did meet the debug name showcase. That's cool. We are at $200 out of $300 for the Chun-Li Easter egg. So if you want to see that, go ahead and get your donations in. And here's an update on the Ryu name incentive. In third place, we have Doof with $145. In second place, we have Niv with $390. And in first place, we have PJ with $395.
Wow, $2.
Yeah, nice.
So,
So-
they're $5 apart. So if you have a strong preference between Niv and PJ, go ahead and get your donations in now. Though I would be very interested to see what would happen with 3 runners all named PJ as the main character and what it would do to Village's tech setup.
Hashtag Team PJ.
Team PJ.
Team PJ.
Let's get that trending on Twitter, guys. Let's go.
So yeah, so we are seeing Talon's past right here. He was a sickly child. Azrael was basically the only person who was really nice to him and played with him. And but then Azrael also starts hanging out with other people, and he doesn't take this well because he's a do-bro.
He's a little bit of a dude, bro.
Don't be like Talon. Let's go with that. Don't be like
Have
Talon.
you ever considered that if you were nicer to Talon, he might not be as bad?
Yeah.
Alternatively, you'll notice that Azrael just moved diagonally, which isn't something we can do. So it's proof positive that she is a witch.
Right. Pay
And should
attention.
be,
May we burn her?
Yeah.
well, they tried in the town earlier, and we stopped them. So I guess that ship has sailed. Let's not do that. That
Train has left the
yes, that
station.
train.
Train has sailed.
I am not doing
Straight to the bottom of the ocean.
I was going to
obviously.
do the train has left the station. I was like, no, let's not do that. But it's too late.
You were going full steam ahead on that joke. I think that's all I got with train puns.
Sweet. Then we're safe until somebody donates.
I don't know. I think you're on track for another.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of which, I have a $20 donation from Sharky. Give us a wave, Sharky. Give us a wave. Come on. There we go. Who says, this game has suplexes? Does it have trains?
No.
Keep
no
up
way.
the great work. Look,
It-
as I have said before, I will neither confirm nor deny that the secret boss we unlocked may be made of slime and some form of locomotive. Just gonna...
I would say the most frequently asked question of this game, especially when we do like conferences, we brought it to a few conferences, is, can you suplex a train? And that's pretty much, I would say we get that question. I've gotten about 10,000 times. Yeah, so yeah.
You can add
Probably.
that several thousand times it's popped up in Twitch chat as well. So
Right.
Every time there's a suplex that comes up as a question.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always that fine line of like paying homage and, you know, at first we kind of avoided. I'm not confirming or denying that we have a train in the game. But if we did, I think, you know,
Right.
it would have been after a lot of hand wringing and people insisting that we do it. No.
Right. And before he encounters this train, he may or may not ride a motorcycle over a shark.
Oh yeah.
are you saying he may jump a shark?
That's in the next DLC, the shark boss.
Oh, that. Yeah,
neither
that's-
admitting or confirming.
I see. And is this also going to be? No. So anyways, so let's go to the guild. Kellen just appeared for no apparent reason. Let's not worry about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm just gonna like, I need to sell something, don't I? So let's get a bit of money first. So
Don't sell the thunder
always
sword.
save before you shop. Words to live by. So let's just sell some of these old items and not the Thunder Sword. There we go.
Yeah, so basically the game thinks that Kellen's in your party, and it's confused right now. And so
Yeah, so I'm just gonna, let's remove this bandana. No, let's put, you know what? No, I like the bandana after all. Put it back in. Then I'm just gonna put the Knight's Mane on Curtis, because why wouldn't I? Curtis is best character in the game. Now I have 2 Knight's Manes. Because, yeah, because Kellen was in the party, so he can't lose his.
Right, so basically the game got confused. It thinks that someone in the party has the Knight's Bane currently, but because Kellen isn't in your team right now, it ends up removing it and adding it to your inventory while keeping it on Kellen. So now he has 2.
Yep, and so which means we have 2 I had to actually trigger the cutscene. That would probably help before I start mashing.
Yeah, so now he has 2 characters with buffed 25 plus 2 attack and 2 duplicators. So he's going to be doing a lot of melee damage in this next dungeon coming up.
Yeah, so we just have one last thing to pick up before we leave this area, which is there's just a hole in the middle here. I don't know how you're supposed to find that.
I never found it.
I found a lot of hidden stuff in my first playthrough, but that was not one of them.
Yeah, it's kind of fun you saying that, Tim, because like we all had different roles in the game. So I remember we would test other people's work. It'd be fun to like figure out, you know, where the secrets were. I remember later in the game, there's a dungeon that had a particularly hard puzzle, and I got so frustrated when testing that I went into the map editor and moved the wall to the side so I could continue the game.
Yeah, so these Sunken Bone guys are fun. So they used to have an attack that was just AoE instant death. It was like a 1% chance times 4, like not a big deal. But like occasionally it would ruin a run, but usually it's just wasting a turn. And apparently it was decided that this was like bad game design. So
Yeah.
so that was turned into just single target 95% damage, which is, for the purpose of a speed run, is actually scarier. Because if anybody on the enemy side attacks after that, they're just dead. But yeah, probably better than an AoE insta-death.
Yeah.
Right. I just wanted to strike fear into people with that move.
Oh, my heart skipped a beat every time
Yeah,
I saw that
I
move.
remember the
Don't do-
streams.
It was fun. It was good times. And I don't want them to come back.
So this is since it's like kind of the first full dungeon you get with Talon in your party, this is where there's a little bit of a difficulty spike here, and the monsters are a little bulkier, and we start seeing a lot more status inflictions from the enemies and like ghost type enemies. So
Yeah.
we try to introduce like new mechanics in each dungeon. So it's not just getting quantitatively harder where the numbers are getting bigger, it's getting qualitatively more complex.
Yep.
Which I
But,
think
but
is-
thankfully we mitigate a lot of that by having just a double duplicator.
Yeah,
because
that's
it's
some of that.
like it's stupid. It really is stupid, and I love it. Stupid is a good thing.
Stupid awesome.
Yeah, no, like a point of an RPG system is like, how do you break this? And like, we have broken this. It is broken. It is beautiful. So, again, ghost types. Right. Why is that different? Kill them with it. So we're gonna pick a card, and Talon is gonna be our boy.
Let's see what we get.
Death, death, death. That's actually bad because I used auto attacks on everyone else. That was dumb for me. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so we are going to have you cheer up. We're going to have you kill, and we're going to have you revive because we don't want Azrael to not get the XP from this fight. She's not going to get the XP from this.
Oh, yeah.
She lived!
Ah.
She lived!
So
I'm way too excited.
Dowolf is, as you can see, this is a turn-based game where you select all attacks and they're executed in speed order. He's paying really close attention to what the order of the characters is, so he kind of plotted that whole round in advance.
Yeah,
Very smart.
so in general, like, Talon goes first, then Kellen, then Azrael because we gave her some speed boosts she wouldn't have otherwise, and then finally we have Curtis
Big
at the
man
end.
on campus.
Big man on campus at the end. So if you're actually like don't give the speed boost, it very strangely Curtis and Azrael are in a speed tie if they're the same level, which is there's the mass damage move, yeah. So. Yeah, was there a reason why you put them in a speed tie, or was it just sort of like an accident, or
I think that's Josh. I'm not sure.
Incidental.
Yeah.
incidental? Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think maybe in the later levels, Curtis's speed scales faster. So he gets faster towards the end, but in the mid-game, they have side speed. And it kind of allowed you to sort of pick who you wanted to go first with the artifacts or the speed items.
Yeah,
So it gave you a little flexibility there.
makes sense.
Yeah, so it's basically going to be just smartly using different moves that inflict weaknesses on the enemies to get through it as fast as possible, while kind of making sure his AP stays healthy. He's going to go on this side route right here and fight this optional battle, which is quite difficult actually, and it's going to get a really good artifact which increases your AP by 20, right?
20%, which doesn't sound like much, but winds up being just enough to do some really stupid things. That wasn't the right person to hit. That still wasn't the right person to hit. There we go. And Talon is just going to be on point. I believe in you, Talon. I believe in you.
Oh, nice. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, see, lightning card is usually good.
See, when you tell him you believe in him, he does a good job, man.
Are you trying to imply something here?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, that's
If you
Positive reinforcement where it is due.
if you treat people with love and respect, they'll do the same for you.
I guess that makes sense. So okay, you know what? Yeah, get him as a 2 for 2 Talon. Didn't even heal Azrael because I have that much faith in you.
Ooh, nice.
What did I tell you?
That was sick.
Okay, I didn't expect that. Okay, fine, Talon, you are awesome. You're not the best. That wouldn't be fair to everybody else, but you are
I
awesome.
don't know. I was gonna take that.
Look at his smug little smile, though. He knows.
He
knows
knows
he's
he's
bad.
awesome.
He knows he's bad.
No, he knows he's awesome.
Right.
Speaking of, we have $10 from Niall Barry, who says, of course there's a tree in this game. It runs on Steam.
Ooh, nice.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And I've had a $50 anonymous donation sitting here for a while. I really want to get this in. He says, I just finished Shadows of Adam this morning. So it's pretty cool to see it being beaten about a third of the time it took me. But seriously, I look forward to this event each and every year, and I work as a school psychologist and personally have gone through therapy for anxiety and grief for several years. It's a shame that the mental health and self-care is underlooked in American society. I hope we continue to improve our relationship and treatment of mental health. Thank you for your anonymous donation.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so this fight is not very deadly and doesn't have anything that can like punish auto attacks. So we're just gonna kind of use it to regain some AP. Because we only get that 15% boost if we end the fight, or if the fight doesn't end, I should say. So if we kill them all in one round, like we're very slowly bleeding through our AP supplies, which is, a bit of a problem.
So in casual play, you'll probably take the time to read these gravestones, and actually that was a Kickstarter backer tier where people kind of put witty and funny grave banter, so I find them quite amusing. We had to kind of moderate them a little bit because some were a little bit too fourth wall breaking, but we pretty much
Phrases you'll only hear in game development.
Yeah.
Funny, witty, grave comments.
yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Come on, you see him every Halloween.
Yeah.
It's true. Just a quick update. Team PJ is pulling ahead.
Nice,
Hashtag
good
Team
job,
PJ.
people.
So,
Keep it up.
$390 still for Niv, but we're at $475 for PJ.
Yeah, keep it
wow.
up.
Right
No
now.
mercy on the Breath of Fire runners. No mercy.
All right, don't sell the Thunder Sword.
Will not sell the Thunder Sword.
That's my job as a reminder.
Yeah,
Right.
to remind me to not
Save.
to always save before shopping
Yeah.
is 100% the job. We're gonna
Just sits
sell
there
everything.
right at the top.
Yeah.
asking.
Oh, and also we need to sell the Hyether. And then we need to buy the bronze equipment. Why am I hesitating? We don't buy anything for Talon because he's Talon. Sorry, like he's been on point with his picket cards, but he still doesn't deal any physical damage. So, he doesn't get a weapon, but that's fine.
So the gentleman on the couch may know a person called Josh,
Yeah.
otherwise known as SOA Dev, who donates $20 and says, great stream for a great cause. It's been a blast watching this. Kudos to Dowolf and Tyler Tim for conducting a great stream. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, keep chugging along.
Nice. Yeah, Josh is one of our programmers, and me and him have been friends since we were like 12 years old in the RPG Maker forums, and basically our dream to make a JRPG like this, and so thanks for the donation, Josh. Josh is pretty much responsible for all the menus in the game, all the puzzle design, as far as the code logic. So Josh, his fingerprint is very heavy in this game. And that right there, him blasting off, that's such a Joshism. And we kind of left it in because we thought it was funny.
Yeah. So what I just bought there was 9 toxic bombs, which are they're just grenades on steroids. They're not going to be used for anything important. Don't worry about it. I am slightly short on money. We sell a grenade. That's fine. Talon does get armor. He does get armor, so we're gonna give him that. Now, and Talon's been on point. He deserves to not die.
This next battle can be a little crazy, depending on what you get from him.
Do I have Thunder Sword equipped? I do. Good. Yeah. So Zach and so we're gonna be fighting Zach and Nick 2 in a second, and it's sort of like Zach and Nick 1 on steroids. We try to kill Nick, and hopefully he doesn't make our lives miserable.
Yeah, we're about to see a new monster mechanic ability called Blur, which makes their evasion high, and I believe Nick counters when he evades. So you might see that, and if you don't see it in this battle, you'll definitely see it in a few of the battles.
Well, hopefully we won't see it at all.
Yeah.
That'd be no. But yeah, so if he blurs himself, we're in trouble. And thankfully we have, the good news is we have one way to cancel that, and the bad news is I don't think we've learned that ability yet. No, we have. Have we? We'll find out if he blurs. Yeah, have we learned taunt yet?
Yeah.
I forget.
You learned it in Wind Tower, I think.
Okay, then yeah, we
Yeah,
have
I
it.
think you learned it at level 10.
Yeah, so taunts, but more importantly, it gets rid of blur. So thank God, 'cause that actually was not in the first version of the game, and
It's like 4 months into the game.
yeah,
Like, we should probably
it was
fix
just
that.
the best quality of life edition ever. More than makes up for losing the Falcon Punch glitch. We'll talk about the Falcon Punch. Yeah, I do have it. Nice. What am I doing? Doink, 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 and lightning on Nick. You got this,
Man,
Talon.
that's a big
You
one.
got this. Lightning on Nick. You got this. I
If
believe
that
in
happens,
you.
that'll be insane. Oh. That's not bad.
It's damage. It's damage.
Got
Okay, so
a $5 anonymous donation. It says, "Dear devs, does this game have fishing? Thanks, Thebes."
If only.
$5 goes towards Niv. Go Niv, go.
Oh, we got some competition now.
Nice. Oh, look, you got 7,777, so asking for good luck here.
We gotta. Okay. Well, that's a counterattack right there. So we got Nick in 2 rounds, which is really good. And now we're gonna see what this guy is gonna punish us with for killing his friend.
Yeah, remember how he has a desperation attack, and he's going to do a different one this round.
To do that instead.
Right, and no fishing, but if we had maybe like 2 months of dev time, that would probably be next on the plate. Every RPG needs a fishing minigame.
And a card minigame. And a chicken racing minigame.
I agree with 2 of those, and let's not say what the
Don't
2
forget about underwater football.
That's true.
Oh, I
yeah.
mean, how can you have a real RPG without underwater
I know.
football?
I mean, was there any real RPGs until Final Fantasy X?
No.
I don't think so. They didn't have underwater football.
That's true. It's true. $20 from French Toast. He says, "Shout outs to all the runners and volunteers for putting on an awesome event. Looking forward to a great week of RPG goodness from everyone. $20 for PJ Ryu." Also, hi Bob. So we got more support for hashtag Team PJ.
Keep it up, guys. We can do this. Just like Talon is gonna land a good card. Lightning, or actually not lightning.
Fire's good.
Fire's fantastic.
Oh,
You set him on fire. Excellent. Well done, Talon.
Now challenge the chat. It'd be awesome if we could get the 10,000 before the run's over. I think it's,
It would be definitely
I
awesome.
think it's
yeah.
doable, right?
Yeah, no, definitely doable.
Got about 2 hours left in the run.
Yes, I'm sure we could do it if we tried. Especially if people have a really strong opinion on PJ or Niv.
Or perhaps the third one.
Ooh, maybe Doof can make a comeback.
Right? All we need
Words
is like
I never thought I would say.
So we get auto healed after that, thankfully. So I'm just basically verbally reminding myself because I usually forget. So this is, I love this dungeon just in terms of, this is beautiful. There's no other word for it, and just the haunting music too. And also I can like walk in cutscenes, which is cool.
Don't hit the Vince. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, if I hit the monster there, it would have soft locked the game. So we didn't do that.
Don't try this at home, kids.
So now we're meeting brownies, who are just the literal worst. So brownies, first of all, they always go first. They start with that blur effect, and usually they use an ability called Smear. He didn't this time for some reason, but usually they use a Smear, which is sets one of your stats decided randomly to 1. So if it sets your attack to 1, you're no longer dealing damage. If it sets your magic to 1, you're don't cast any spells. If you set your speed to 1, don't expect to get any turns. So it's just not fun times. And yeah, we buy toxic bombs and we just destroy them. We just destroy them, and it's beautiful.
Let me make sure Bronze Sword is on.
Good call. Good call.
And that earlier, what he was doing was kind of like a cutscene skip of sorts, which wasn't intended. But if he does the glitch and then it activates a random battle, it will crash the game, which would be bad.
Well, that was some nice crits there on these guys. So, of course, they cast Defense up. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna cast Spirit Punch and hope it kills.
Yeah, so this dungeon, it starts introducing a lot of new mechanics. You might see him pushing these orbs into these guys. That's kind of the mechanic that is introduced in this dungeon. And the monsters are all designed around sort of like inflicting status effects and kind of being tricky, like that blurred brownie guy and nerfing your stats.
Also, them being weak to lightning is just sort of a strangely recurring theme in this dungeon.
Right.
It's
Well,
a water dungeon.
yeah, if you know your Pokemon.
I'm gonna have to kill after this fight. That's fine though.
And everyone knows crystals are weak to suplex.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you're just crushing that under your fist, like some sort of god. I don't know.
Let's be fair, everything is weak to suplex.
That's true.
Pretty much.
Unfortunately, suplex is weak to being silenced. I don't know how you silence a suplex, but apparently, Curtis
I'd like
has
to
a
point out that's not on the suplex, that's on the caster of the suplex.
yeah, like
Not
I don't
the
know, like
suplex itself.
You
Well,
can't
I
do a suplex if you can't shout.
yeah, you gotta like yell like some
Right.
sort of
Yeah.
battle cry.
Otherwise, it's not legit.
So yeah, so this is Giant Stormbeak. He used to be scary, now he's not. In the Giant Battles Pass, it happened several months ago. He basically lost the ability to attack like 7 times in a turn.
Yeah, it will be.
And so went from scariest thing in the game to, or one of the scariest things in the game, not nearly scariest.
Yeah,
but-
scary and casual play too. It's just a tank.
Yeah, and now, like we used to do the other encounter on this double, and the other encounter is also awful, but it just didn't have this axe beak. And now we just sort of murder the axe beak. Anyway, so up ahead is Brownie battle number 2. Something I didn't mention about Brownies before is they can run away if they feel like it, which will happen. I think Tim was saying that they run away, what, if they take damage?
If they lose their shield and they take any damage, they'll run away the next turn.
Yeah, and they're worth 1,000 XP each, so we really don't want them to run away. So yeah, we murder them.
Nice crit.
Nice. Oh yeah, just Talon's on point, even when it doesn't count. So anyway, so this next puzzle is just like super tricky.
Yeah, it's a real brain buster.
So
really hard.
So we're just gonna flip the switch to the wall.
That's another one of those glitches that was found about week 1 of the release, and I guess I had the foresight to see, well, maybe this could be a running strat. It's always so challenging because those fixes are quite easy, but we always knew we wanted this game to be played by speedrunners because we're such fans ourselves, so it was another thing we kept in, and Dowolf discovered somehow. How did you find that glitch out?
I found it in my first playthrough because when I play RPGs, I like super. When I'm playing casually, I like just am super aggressively trying to like press the accept button on like, every single thing that I think might do something. So I was just like, huh, there's a switch to the wall. I wonder if that works. Oh, it did. Sweet. Does this work for anything else? And then I started to do like, no, it doesn't.
Can we hire you to beta test our next game?
I mean, I'm not the one who found like the good glitches. I just found the ones that you had to patch.
Well, that's exactly what we need tested.
Yeah.
Quick, genuine question here. There's a lot of RPG speedruns where you'll focus fire on a character, on an enemy.
Yeah.
You don't seem to be doing a lot of focus firing. Is there an advantage to that?
I mean, I'm doing focus firing right now.
Yeah, in this one fight though, Wolf. You haven't done it in the past like 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, I can't. So a lot of things, I'm just trying to kill the entire fight as fast as possible. So they have various weaknesses. My characters have various abilities. So like the crystal can only be effectively killed by suplexing. So I'll just have Curtis suplex that. Well, if there's a axe beak as my other enemy, I'll just sort of have the rest of them kill the axe beak because they can do lightning damage.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, it's just dividing things based on how useful they are.
Right, spreading the effectiveness to utilize the AP since it's on a limited basis.
Yeah.
And Yeah, making sure every like damage point counts.
Yeah.
Essentially.
A lot of the
Yep.
strategy of this game was meant to. We wanted to pay homage to the classic 16-bit games, but we wanted a game that was a little less grindy, a little less slow. We call this like a JRPG for people with jobs. My friend Patrick Holloman coined that term for us. And so like all the battles are really focused on forward momentum and being quick. So like a lot of the strategies that Tim devised for the battles were based on exploiting enemy weaknesses and dispatching them quickly. There's actually, you learn very quickly playing defensive in this game isn't as effective as you might think. In fact, it's almost detrimental in some
Right.
instances.
So I have a $155 donation from Orlux, who says a dragony name for a dragony character, which has actually taken Niv into the lead here.
Oh my.
$550 for Niv against $475 for the hashtag Team PJ. So
We can't back down from this fight, guys.
Right.
Like,
Come on, Team PJ.
I was about to say that like Team Niv were being very vocal in the chat and they would have to step up, but looks like Team PJ has got to step up right now.
Hey, if we get the 10,000 anyway, I'll take it. I believe in
I mean,
you guys.
amen to that. But
We did just break 8,000,
Yeah.
so
Got it in about an hour
I
and
think
a
I
half.
heard if we get to 10,000 before this runs over, it'll give it to all Team PJ.
yes, all 10,000 will go to Team PJ. Can confirm. No, I won't.
Yeah, these statue guys are just they're just tanks. They're defense sponges.
Yeah.
And so you get a new move about this done. You call it Heartbreaker. So this is like a heavy-handed way of maybe mentioning to the player, hey, you should probably use Heartbreaker.
yeah, Spear Punch is also really good against them, but I keep forgetting to heal Curtis' AP, so very limited on how many of them I can cast. I really just need to do that after this fight. So we'll hopefully remember. Nice crit, Talon. Wow.
Oh, double up too.
So Pierce is like strong against these ones, but later statues it's Crush.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't know. what happened there.
I don't know. Yeah, we were having a discussion earlier where Tim was like, they're weak to Pierce. And I'm like, it does no damage. And he's like, that's because you're not buying any weapons for Talon. And I'm like, probably.
right.
But we don't have money for weapons for Talon. Like somebody had to be the bigger man and say, I'm gonna fight without a real weapon. And that was Talon, you know?
The bigger man.
The biggest man.
Except for a big man on
I
campus, Curtis.
missed the cutscene
Oh.
skip. I'm stuck in place. That's
No worries.
unfortunate.
This is actually a pretty infamous puzzle of ours that I know Essentia, when she said she played it, she got stuck on that part. There's a couple YouTube videos from some content creators that show the puzzle solutions because the Hive Mind was having trouble, and so in the first week of release, a couple kind souls helped show the solution.
Yeah, so
There's
this
the
is
smear.
this is the final brownie fight. As you can see, I no longer have the ability to deal damage outside of toxic bombs. So, yeah, toxic bombs.
Okay, so I've just been given a quick update. It turns out that with the Ryu name incentive, it will be the top 3 names that are used.
Oh,
So we're going to be inflicting PJ on one specific person, which he requested would be Ginger. So while it's all right now, it will be Niv, PJ, and Doof that will be the 3 names being used.
And do we have a 4th in contention?
The fourth, the third place is actually really close. Doof is $145, and Genge is at $125.10. So.
all right.
All right. So,
So just make sure PJ stays in that top 3 though, guys.
Right.
Just don't let it fall out.
and top 1 would still be better. You still have to show up, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Gotta bring the noise, you right?
I forgot to heal his AP again repeatedly.
That's cool. This is the last random battle of the
It is, yes. We're almost done with this dungeon, and they're being nice and not using force shield, so whatever.
I think one thing that's fun about this run is that there are a lot of forced encounters a la Mystic West, so you get to kind of see a lot of what the combat has to offer. You'll pretty much see every skill, right? Except for maybe a handful.
We use a lot of them. So like we don't use Azrael's ultimate ability because we never actually learn it.
Blur, I don't think gets used.
Well, we're gonna use Blur on the bonus boss that you know, because I mean, it's a really. I'm not saying it's a train, but maybe it's a fast-moving battle or something. We just need to keep up with the enemy that's definitely not a train.
Oh, look, PJ's
I have also just been shown that we have met the Chun-Li Easter egg in Breath of Fire as well.
Fantastic.
So if you want to put some money towards Breath of Fire, the naming incentive is currently your only option. But you can move on to things like fighting all bosses for Crusader Ascenti, the player name in Crusader Ascenti, and so on and so forth. So, yeah.
Yeah, so strategy for this battle. So we learned double up, as we mentioned. It is the most powerful move in the game. Talon gets it, and it just lets somebody else take 2 turns.
And the second turn doesn't cost AP, so it's really useful.
Yes, but I should add that it lasts for like 3 turns, so you're really getting your money's worth when you're using double up. And then the strategy for this battle is Spirit Punch is a really powerful move. That's the strategy.
Yeah, now he's going to double up Kellen so he can get off 2 rallies, and the buffs in our game actually stack.
Multiplicatively.
Yeah, so you can stack a lot of buffs and be doing some insane damage. The boss is already weak to Chakra, which is what Spirit Punch is, plus all the buffs and the double up. Curtis will be doing some serious damage. He's already done 1400, wow.
Yeah, so hopefully he'll die next round because this is going really, really nicely. So just one more Spirit Punch away. And yeah, so something we didn't mention is that each character has a defensive move that causes them to gain 30% AP at the end of the round instead of 15. They're sometimes useful. They also have some secondary effect, like Curtis, if he uses his next physical attack will do a gazillion and 1 damage, or double, whatever is bigger. Yeah, I didn't kill. That was strange. Gotta be super close.
Try to pick a card.
You know what? Pick a card. We're gonna get lightning. Talon's got this.
That'll be clutch. Oh man.
Okay, that was a little unclutch. But whatever. Kellen had our back. You know, Talon. You know, you have an off boss, but you were double up. Double up was key to that boss. You did solid. You did solid. I'm not angry at you, I swear.
This might be a good time for donations here too.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. So I have $25 from Carlito NSP, who says, it's time to see Fire Franker Z's route for Pokemon Crystal. It is all going towards the entire route. I have $50 from the Charlatan of Justice. Says, has anybody seen my bottomless keg? Shout outs to Lee.
Oh, nice. That was one of our Kickstarter backers.
Right.
Very cool.
And he does have a bottomless keg in this game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not part of the speed run.
Yeah, it's a little bit out of the way in a bonus dungeon that would probably murder us if we tried.
Yeah.
$10 from Anonymous. It says, does Azrael learn Kamehameha in this run? I'm asking for a friend.
Oh, she learned something. I'm not gonna. Okay, not something better because you can't be better, but she learned something on par.
I would say Curtis is more of the Super Saiyan. You'll get to see a little glimpse of it at the very end of the run.
This is also true, yeah.
Yeah, it's.
And I have $50 from Triple Delight Fantastic. He says, long time firster, time viewer donate. Moon jumps, moose rides, world records, and couch devs. Is there a better way to spend Mother's Day? Oh. Well, give this $50 an undelivered box of chocolates to Nami then. Put this towards Kratos for Tales of Symphonia because Father's Day is right around the corner. And I'm now 0 for 1 on potential appreciation this year. Good luck on the rest of the run, Dowolf.
Thank you very much.
Well played.
Yeah, so this cutscene is basically, it's a premonition that Azrael got in a dream, and so it's kind of relating to what the plot is right now. She was basically sent the magical book, I don't know, psychically through a dream, and she's going to go and throw it in the valley.
Which is the correct choice. I'm just going to put that out there. Someone shows up and just gives you a book in a dream, and the book is real.
Throw
burn
it in
it.
the trash.
Yeah.
You throw the book away.
Right.
Actually, yeah, you send it into the sun.
That's
I think
what
it's like
made
the
the,
optimum
You
choice.
fire it into space.
That's what made the first dungeon so ASCII and weird, because she
Right.
threw it in the valley and it became the opening dungeon. And so, you see what you guys did?
Yeah. Also, the book is stuck now, so it's not flipping anymore. It's just
Yeah.
sort of
Lost its magic power.
no, like it's not flapping in the wind. It's just got the page eternally stuck up. That's more creepy.
Trust me, there's like deep lore implications for that.
Right.
Just can't get into it.
Go on!
It would take me hours.
We're still looking for the fanfic on that one too.
Yeah,
Guys are just asking for trouble. Just asking for trouble.
yeah. Maybe I should change that. It's funny. Well, no, it does kind of relate to the scene because Orazio doesn't appear in the scene, so it's kind of like stagnant.
Yeah, so none of the super trustworthy ghost creepy things. Anyway, so we got to go back to the guild because we got a Warfist drop off of that boss. Warfist gives plus 20% accuracy and plus 20 luck, which is going to affect crit. That 20% accuracy turns out, which I didn't know until like a week ago, stacks additively. So if you had like an 80% chance to hit, you now have a 95% chance to hit because there's a cap. So I like not missing things. I really like not missing things.
Right. And the crit rate's going to be coming handy at the other end.
Yeah, because, 30% is nice, but you can always be bigger. I feel like I'm forgetting. I know what I'm forgetting. That's spinach juice.
So,
I also know what I'm actually forgetting.
Your notes?
I do not have my notes in front of me, yes. But I forgot to purchase
M shurikens.
my M shurikens
That's
that I
right.
need for the next fight. So M shurikens are like shurikens, only more M. So they
More
just do
magnificent.
more magnificent. So we just
More
buy 6
magical.
of them. We sell a high ether, and then I need to sell something else. I'm like 3 gold short somehow. Else that perfect. And then we need to buy 2 spinaches and 2 apples. And those are like they're like rally, but for one specific stat. So we're gonna need them for some of the later bosses. So I should also probably use some of the juices I picked up. So let's do that now. Let's see. So we got 2 spinach. We're gonna put it on Curtis, and that's it. So yeah. So coming up is actually you want to talk about the cutscene?
Yeah, so we don't like backtracking in old RPGs. This is a very, very quick backtrack, but we kind of use this scene to sort of guide you where you need to go. We brought back the Wraithling, which was unexpectedly a fan favorite from our game. We had no idea that it would be as received as well as it is. So
Wraithling best.
you're going to see a little cutscene where he's going to interact with this gravestone and then sort of point you in the right direction. We wanted to make sure there was no point in the game where you just had vague clues or weren't sure where to go. We wanted to really reward quick progress and for people maybe have like 30 minutes after they put the kids down or an hour after work to play and don't have 40 hours.
Right.
This game is about 10 to 14 hours casual play. Maybe more. Probably could get up to 18 if you do all the extended content.
Which you should. It's fun. But so coming up we have Zach and Nick 3, which is like Zach and Nick almost screwed up that equip, but I didn't, so we're good. So it's just the same as Zach and Nick 1 and 2, except for their weaknesses have now switched, which means we need to switch who we obliterate.
Yeah, this battle can go horribly wrong.
Oh yeah, so they're gonna use blur again. They have more status effects, and we're just really hoping we can just destroy Zach before he makes us regret everything. So hopefully this turns out well.
So this would be the Zack and Nick 3 you didn't want to talk about until Zack and Nick 3.
Yes, that is what
Yeah.
this fight is.
All right.
So we're just gonna try to explode them with some nice doubled up. Wait, no, we don't double up Spear Punch because they can do an AoE Hush, which they didn't do this time, which is nice. But like more stuff we're packing into the ability chain, more likely it is no crits. Come on, Kellen. Just more likely it is that it backfires horribly, even though it'll be slightly more damage.
So you may notice Kellen got 4 hits. It's because he's got the duplicator on and double up. So basically he gets 2 turns of attacking twice.
Nice
No
miss.
sleep.
He can blur himself all he wants because we just bought 6 M shurikens, and it turns out it only takes 4 to kill him. So he is going to explode in a few seconds, but we want the counterattack to be his counterattack and not Zach's counterattack, so we kill Zach first. That is unfortunate. Let's do that, and then we'll have an M shuriken on Nick. This fight is going disturbingly well.
Don't speak too soon.
I spoke too soon. Oh god.
Famous last words.
I didn't say it was going well. I said it was going suspiciously well. I thought that would keep me safe.
Disturbingly
But
well.
so we did buy an extra M shuriken, which I am just going to use here, quite possibly. I'm gonna just, I think, annihilate Nick right now, though.
really wants to get that hutch off.
Maybe that was a mistake. Oh, I really thought I was going to kill for a second there. That would have been so clutch. I'm going to die if we don't get the first turn, and I don't think I'm going to get the first turn. Well, let's hope we get the first turn. Nope. Okay. Okay. What?
Yeah, sometimes you'll
But
get
it-
the item off before the berserk takes
But it
place.
didn't deal damage. I'm so confused. Did I lose the item though? So Curtis didn't get XP for that fight, which is unfortunate, but world won't end. He'll still be able to get all of his abilities on time.
This was a really tricky scene to do, just because there's so many sprites on the screen and a lot of mayhem ensues. It was fun doing, but it was definitely challenging with all these holes and the rocks falling and the guards falling through the rocks. And I love how Malibu's just like up in the air. Very comical JRPG kind of pose.
Yeah.
Right. It's like the Roadrunner and they get over the cliff and look
Yeah.
down. 10 seconds later, now they drop.
That Wile E. Coyote moment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess the Roadrunner never does that.
The Roadrunner's the one that can run over air.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, why can't you do this?
But yeah, so now we get to learn about Curtis's past with his best friend, whose name is definitely Roan.
Definitely.
Definitely, 100%. So Curtis lives in this city of mages who are all female, and apparently if a man learns magic, it'll be the end of the world. But that doesn't sound like a big deal. They're probably just making it up. I wouldn't believe them. So yeah, so we're gonna go. We've been called to the temple where we've been asked to
Talk to that guy.
It's probably fine, to be honest.
I can deal with that.
Yeah.
So I will deal with that. That is a really dumb
Yeah,
mistake.
yeah,
but I
there
can
was
deal
an
with it.
item the guy gives you, and if you take it, it's a 50% artifact, 50+% artifact, AP artifact. But if you leave it, later you'll return to this dungeon, and the item sort of powers up.
Yeah.
I like Chrono
yeah,
Trigger.
it's really unfortunate that we don't get that. But
Yeah,
I
probably
can deal.
Yeah.
So I will deal. Because I don't want to do Zack and Nick 3 again. That's gonna waste more time than it'll save. Oh well. So yeah, so we've been called to here in order to become Knuckles, and guard the Master Wraith Emerald. So, but first we have to have one last day on the job, where absolutely nothing will go wrong.
So this is now Shadows of Adam and Knuckles.
Right. Yeah, I never even realized the knuckle connection until Dowolf said it, and it's totally right. It's a guy who punches and protects crystals.
So yeah, so nothing bad is gonna happen.
Nope.
Oh,
Poor baby Curtis.
poor baby Curtis.
Getting Danny Glover vibes from Lethal Weapon on 2 days from retirement.
And then, in order to save our life, Roan casts magic, which men aren't supposed to know. So the mages throw him in jail. Or the priestesses, I guess, is what they actually are.
Yeah.
But we feel indebted to Roan, so we're gonna, being the badass guy we are, we're just gonna break him out of jail. Easy.
I remember this whole scene sequence. It's like 5, 6 scenes in a row, and this was like very, very challenging to do. Especially this part where the camera pan was. I had to get it exactly right so you could see both characters and then put the message box in the right spot. A lot of the boring stuff I think you have to do, but it can really pay off if you're patient.
Yeah. And so we've broken him out of jail, and now he reveals to us that he is not to be called Roan anymore. He is to be called
Jerk dad.
Jerk Dad. Yes, he is to be called Orazio. So now we know Orazio knows magic, which I guess we could have probably guessed by the fact that he's like a ghost who spawns like giant ghost talking heads of
Sends
doom.
books through dreams.
And
Yeah.
sends books through dreams, yeah. So now we get to get back to gameplay. So the first thing I need to do is I need to remember to switch Kellen's weapon to the correct weapon. So I'm going to do that first, and I'm going to keep saying that to myself until I do it. Whatever, I'm doing fine. This is going at least 70% okay. So yeah, so got that equipped. We didn't. So the Zach and Nick 3 can actually have, each of them has a 10% chance to drop a super powerful bonus weapon. But none of that happened. We just got the shrapnels, which is unfortunate but normal.
So coming up, we're gonna introduce a new mechanic in this dungeon, which is a pretty classic mainstay of JRPGs. It's gonna be some minecart puzzles, and I know this is like Josh's crowning achievement of programming, and it's actually pretty cool. I can talk more about it when we start seeing it.
Also, Kiss of Death is not an insta-kill move, which just confused the hell out of me
Yeah.
for the longest time because this game.
Yeah.
Right.
I just expected it to be an insta-kill move.
Yeah. To be fair, when I like designed that move, I expected it to be something else too. I don't know what. I think a charm ability or like
Yeah, we had a charm.
confuse
yeah.
ability,
Yeah.
and we just didn't have the dev power at the time to make it, so
Yeah,
had to settle for poison.
Yeah, a lot of times when we were developing, especially late in beta, adding the final things, there were decisions. Sometimes we would add a thing and it would have bugs and it would like be hard to balance, so we would just make a decision. Okay, let's just go ahead and cut this out.
Yeah.
So the first iteration of the minecart kind of just taught you the mechanic. You get in and you go, and then so we had to add a little switch to change the track. So there's going to be a little bit of that in this, and
I don't know if I can hit the switches.
yeah.
Yeah, so we just gotta cross across, and then swing around. It switches. And then in the immortal words of High Spirit, wee. Yeah. We're just gonna ride a cart for a while. No biggie.
Right. This is a confusing one just because you get back into it and then all of a sudden you're going the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one. Remember, beta testers had trouble with it. We kind of tweaked it a little bit to be a little more visually obvious. And now we're going to combine the Orth mechanics from the last Water Garden dungeon into the minecarts, so we're just sort of expanding the puzzle. When you're an indie dev, you try to be smart with your resources and you try not to overscope. And so our story writer and puzzle designer and map designer, Luke, came up with this orb mechanic, which we basically carry through the game in different iterations. This allowed us to have to set the programming of it and then sort of expand it without having to create new things every dungeon. And also, we just found clever ways to sort of theme it for the dungeon. So for future indie devs, it's very easy to overscope. I would caution anyone to be careful with that. JRPGs are very, very difficult to make. A lot of resources. Yeah.
So there's a ice sword hidden off to the left that we can solve a bonus puzzle to get. But that sounds like it's something that's gonna cost time. And who needs ice swords when we have Kellen? Or when we have Talon rather, excuse me. He makes up for that. Whatever. Right now, he's just gonna get Death Card and he's just gonna insta kill all three of them, which is a thing it can do.
That's not bad.
I mean, it one shot the spider. So maybe he just knows what I need better than I do.
And you kept smack talking him at the beginning of the run.
That's just to show how awesome he really is.
I mean, yeah, no, if I talked him up and then you wouldn't have been surprised.
Or you could have just been nice.
You ask so much of me, Bob.
So if his XP routing is correct, he should be learning Blizzard soon. And how I mentioned earlier, every spell kind of is unique and different. So Azur's bread and butter is Lightning, which is a really strong single target, probably her most powerful damage spell. Flare is AoE, but causes fire.
Nice.
And Blizzard is a little weaker than Flare, but has a chance to freeze, and it reduces the opponent's magic defense, which will be very useful in the next boss, as you'll see.
Yeah, so we're almost to that boss. So I think there's one puzzle left, and then we're basically there. One puzzle, and then two double encounters. And then,
Yeah, this one's tough.
yeah, so
Left down, I believe.
it is left down. Yeah, so I screwed this up in one of my practice runs this week. So
Yeah.
that's why he's reminding me. But we go push left and down. Take a quick detour to pick up this Earth Rune here for no real apparent reason. And then we just keep this ball going. So just up. Yeah, this puzzle is just really hard to map out because it's just a huge area and so many different ways you can push the ball. But it also means it's just satisfying when you figure it out. So good for the final puzzle.
Yeah, luckily there's several Let's Plays of this on YouTube now, so for the folks who get stuck on the puzzles, there's people who can help you. In fact, when I was doing a stream of this game for our anniversary, Tim designed this like super optional dungeon with very tricky puzzles. I had to look up the YouTube Let's Play to figure out this because I don't remember them.
Oh yeah, that dungeon is just so much fun. If you own this game, you're on the fence about getting the DLC. Get it just for that dungeon.
This couldn't have been a more brilliantly timed donation, because we have $10 for the novel. It says, if this is Shadow of Adam, then where is Poexel? And he literally just walked in. So, you're welcome.
Nice timing.
Oh, God, Blizzard, nice.
Yep, so just a couple more battles.
3 more, I think?
Something like that, yeah.
So that duplicated artifact is really paying dividends right now. As you can see, Curtis and Kellen are both getting double attacks, and so this is, I think when you routed this, it cut, what, 6-8 minutes out of the run?
God, it was, it was a disastrous run. I died like 10 times, as in party wipe 10 times. And I was only off my PB by 2 minutes. That's how much time it saved. So
Thank you, Maxim Z, for finding that glitch and sharing it with us.
yeah, because I was actually in doubt that it would save that much time. And then I did the test, and it's like, oh, well then.
Oh, nice crits.
Yeah, very nice crits. So obviously we just avoid the ones with the giant thing that can just make us cry. And we just kill everything else.
Quick update on the Breath of Fire names. Niv still in first place, PJ still in second place, Doof still in third place, Ginge is in fourth place with $125, which means just $20 would snipe it into third. So if you're a fan of Ginge, someone other than Ginger being called Genge, because we know Genge is going to get called PJ at this point. So
Do it, Twitch chat. You got this. I believe in you. So up ahead we have Golem, which is a really fun encounter because he doesn't like ice, and which makes sense because he's weak to ice. But if you hit him with a blizzard, he will attempt to one-shot Azrael, which is a bit of a downer. So we picked up that Earth rune, which just is a usable item that makes her immune to Earth attacks. So this guy went from being like, we used to get the ice sword instead, and with the ice sword it was kind of a joke. And then we didn't get the ice sword, and we just had like luck strats of hoping Azrael didn't die. And that was super fun, but now we just sort of get to laugh at him, which is also fun.
Yeah, he used to cast an invasion move on Azrael and hope that the counter missed.
Yeah, instead we just make her invulnerable, double her up, boost her magic, and just watch the fireworks, because this fight can't go wrong. Cannot go wrong. Take that, Fate. Yeah, take that, Fate.
Yeah, you notice with each blizzard, they will do a little bit more damage because it's going to lower his magic defense.
Yeah, I'm also just going to use Psy Punch for fun here because it's just a giant Falcon Punch move. There actually used to be a glitch in the game where you could, like, somebody's AP just infinity, and Psy Punch just scales off of your current AP. It drains all of your AP to do a massive attack. So it used to just, it was beautiful. It used to just one-shot everything in the game, and I loved it, and that got patched out.
Yeah, that was one that unfortunately affected casual play, and I know Dowolf loved using it and shouting Falcon Punch while he did it, but we had to patch it out.
I mean, you know, if you're like, you can't just half Falcon Punch.
Yeah.
You gotta go the whole 9 yards.
You can still watch the old streams on Twitch if you want to revisit it though, right?
Oh yeah, no, those memories will never die. So now we're in Firmus, which is the land of, I guess, beast creatures or something. Or they just have tails. I don't know.
Well, they just got nuked by magical attacks, so they're kind of set back on the civilization a little bit.
The evolutionary scale.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was a hidden room. I have now more stuff now. Yay. But yeah, it's just more shopping, which means I need to save the game. That is the wrong shopkeeper. So yeah, we need to buy silver stuff for you, not for you, and not for you. And fire armor for everybody. So silver, fire, fire, silver, ice, fire, fire. There we go, nice and easy.
Well done.
Quick question for the devs. We know that Dowolf's playing on keyboard. Is this controller compatible as well?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just grew up playing games on keyboards. That is just, for whatever reason, it's what I'm used to. But I feel like most people aren't that. So yeah.
Yeah, I've
no,
just seen a couple of people ask. So
Yeah, I like playing it on my PS4 controller.
Same. I was actually surprised that he did use the keyboard. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I grew up. I grew up in a household where why would you own consoles when you just you own a PC was the literal mindset. So yeah, so I just didn't have a console growing up.
Windows 10 is a name. That's pretty funny.
For review?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
as long as it doesn't force update, we'll be all right.
Yeah, right.
Oh god.
So again, the first iteration of every puzzle just sort of teaches you the mechanic. We don't like tutorials. They're hard to make and they're not very fun, so we teach by showing the player. And this dungeon is pretty much, all the monsters are all about attrition. They're going to do a lot of damage over time moves, a lot of burn mechanics, so it's just kind of a slog.
Yeah, and you were actually saying earlier, like the salamander guy in the middle who used the scorch on his turn,
Right.
is supposed to do that at the start
Right.
of every battle.
Yeah, for some reason the AI isn't resetting, and I just noticed that this morning. Which actually works against you a little bit, though, Wolf, because that's probably a more preferable move to get.
And I mean, 20 damage to all isn't like the best thing. Anyway, so this is a new enemy, Flames. They're like the thieves in that they can just dodge everything, except they're also just weak to ice. And I don't want to be in this fight. Run away.
Luckily, you can run away from any battle except bosses, and you got a 100% run rate, so.
We do?
Yeah.
I thought it was just like effectively 100%.
No, it's 100%.
Okay.
You can't fail.
Who's the expert now?
Yeah, man.
I don't know literally everything, just enough.
Sometimes I will ask Dowolf, like, hey, man, what's the drop rate on this monster? Because he knows it and I don't.
I just know the drop rates on the... Yes! I made it off that cliff. That saves like 10 seconds, and I just really like doing it. Because it just lets me run during the cutscene, so I'm just chilling at the little gate. And it's surprisingly hard to get that to work, but...
Yeah, Curtis currently has Ice Claws on, so his melee damage is going to be pretty good.
Anyway, so the reason I'm saving here is because there are little pitfalls that you can barely see in the ground that I really don't want to fall into. So we're just going to evade them all really careful-like.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, there's some secret treasure below, but he didn't have time for that.
Yeah, secret treasure, more like secret time loss. Okay, come on. You got this, Talon. You got this. You got this. Nice.
See, you just got to be positive, man.
I mean, he has been on fire like this past week. Like in all of my practice runs, he's been on fire. I don't know why I'm so hard on the guy. Like I really shouldn't be.
Yeah, he's not useless.
I mean, okay, he was useless before you buffed. So pick a card got buffed like 13 times, I think.
It's like
But
Jack
that's
Zeddery,
not now,
pretty much, yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, no, nowadays pick a
Yeah.
card is just incredible. It's still RNGesus, but it's incredible.
Just a quick reminder to anyone who's thinking about donating for the Indie Stream Key prize pack. This is the last game that is available. So for $5 minimum bid, you will get not only Shadows of Adam if you win, you also get Last Stream, Tangle Deep, Cosmic Star Heroine, and Crosscode.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of actually
Nice.
Yeah,
really good games for a $5
Yeah,
donation.
you guys should totally donate and get us up to 10,000.
Yeah, let's get up to
For hashtag Team PJ.
yeah, hashtag
Hashtag Team
Hashtag
PJ.
Team PJ indeed.
I'm kind of wanting to be hashtag Team Genge now,
Yeah.
just so someone other than Genge gets called Genge and it makes the commentator's life hell.
I
Right,
mean,
let's
PJ's
shut
in a
Doof
pretty
out.
comfortable location. Yeah, no, let's
True. Shut Doof out. Let's bring Genge back.
yeah, you got this. You got this.
So this dungeon layout's pretty interesting because we sort of been combining all the previous dungeon elements, like you have cliff hopping, rock hopping,
Yes.
currents that you shoot you up, and all, etc. And we just, like we mentioned before, we just sort of theme it to the level. So instead of there being wind currents, they're lava currents, I guess. Doesn't really make sense, but it's a JRPG, so.
Thermal vent.
Oh, there you go.
It's a thermal vent.
There we go.
Makes more sense than a lava current.
But wouldn't it like burn him? Like wouldn't it
A
hurt?
thermal vent?
I feel like that would be like a
No,
great.
that's what birds fly on.
That's true.
Yeah,
And a
no.
lava current wouldn't hurt?
Look,
No,
I'm
that would.
pretty. Look, I don't know what to tell you. Like, am I on fire? No. Like, that's just proof. You can't argue against this.
No, you know who's on fire? Talon is on fire, which
Aye.
is why you should be nicer to him.
I'm being nice to him.
That's why you should donate to Team Genge. Because Talon's on fire.
I think that's the last puzzle. No, there's one more puzzle in this one, right?
There is at least one more puzzle that I'm thinking of off the top of my head. There might be more, but there's definitely the final puzzle, and I almost went the wrong way, not quite. So just gotta get back up to the entrance, and then we go right instead.
Yeah. Shouts to Luke on the level designs. I always liked how this map felt so big. Felt
Yeah.
like so massive, gargantuan.
Nice crits.
Nice. Yeah.
1,000 damage crits. Yeah, so I think you were saying earlier, Tim, that you
Yeah.
originally were going to have him have a self-destruct move.
The spider thing?
Yeah.
Well, no, this was going to be in the latest patch.
Oh, well, the good thing we're running it now.
Right.
Well,
No, we decided against it.
Oh,
But-
oh, thank God.
yeah.
But like the bombs in Final Fantasy 2, you know?
All right. Yeah.
I just always
Oh.
wanted it to feel more like a bomb spider and not just
he
another
throws-
random enemy.
He throws bombs at us.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
says detonate, but what is he really detonating?
I don't know. That's a good point.
Okay, so yeah, this is the last puzzle in here. So let's see, you gotta go up, down, down, in, down.
Oops.
Okay, as I was saying, up, down, down, in, down.
This is the puzzle
Yeah.
when I was beta testing that I couldn't figure out, so I went in the map editor and just moved those flames so I could keep playing.
Nice.
I feel
Yeah.
that may be cheating.
Well, yeah, I guess technically.
Right. But at least we knew it was beatable for everyone else.
Yeah, I'm bad at puzzles. Yeah,
I know I'm
puzzles aren't my thing, but they're definitely a big part of this game. Kind of modeled after sort of like the Lufia 2 design philosophy. Or even like Mystic Quest in a way. 'Cause there was a lot of puzzles, if I recall.
Yeah, so these guys are scary if you somehow haven't realized by this point that they're weak to Blizzard. And if you haven't realized that a giant ball of fire is weak to Blizzard, I'm sorry.
Right. Donate to Team Genge.
Alright.
And now we're stuck falling into this pitfall.
Now, this boss battle coming up is pretty difficult.
Yeah, we're gonna want to save. We're gonna don't have to save it to switch equips, so just save. Yeah, so this boss is gonna be our first instance of Berserk strats. So Berserk is a really well-programmed ability that
I'm sensing sarcasm.
so it causes you to do anywhere from 1 to 3 attacks. And then we also have the duplicator that causes you to do twice as many attacks. And then we have double up, which causes you to do twice as many of whatever you were doing. So obviously, Berserk causes you to do anywhere from 2 to 8 attacks inclusive.
It just makes sense.
It just makes sense. Like you just get 1 to 3 times 2 is 2 to 8. Like,
Because math.
because
That's
math.
math. See, you thought you wouldn't learn anything tonight.
Math.random.
$5 from Oren says this donation goes to Runner's Choice. So, Genge, Team Genge.
Are we
Team
jumping
Genge.
ship?
We're going to Gens.
Alright.
PJ's looking safe. As
We're
long as
hopping
PJ's
aboard.
looking safe.
Here, hopping
Okay.
aboard that other train.
Yeah.
But I've got to try for the prize pack while I listen in. So, thank you for your donation, Oren.
So this guy's a giant fire guy, and he's gonna burn you at the start of the battle, which kind of sucks, but this guy will go down pretty fast.
That was the wrong ability. So yeah, so we're gonna Berserk, we're gonna Rejuvenate, Auto Attack, and we're gonna double up. And we were hoping for 8 hits, all of which crit. That is the goal. Might not happen, but it might happen. So come on. that was suboptimal, but I have faith that he's going to do better on the next round. So we don't actually. So spoilers, there's going to be a second fight immediately after this, so we really don't want to use more abilities than we have to clear this boss. And he just attacked for only 2 attacks. So yeah, so Curtis isn't carrying his weight, unlike Talon.
Maybe you need to be nice to Curtis this time.
I'm always nice to Curtis. So we're just gonna refresh Berserk, I guess, and refresh Double Up, and just hope this goes well.
You see some crits here.
There we go. That's what I like to see, Curtis.
Nice.
So this is not actually ideal because I'm massively low on AP relative to what I would like to be at this point. Because I had to do the second round of Double Up and Berserk. So I won't have a Double Up the first round of this fight, which is unfortunate because this fight is Zack and Nick 4. So if you thought Zack and Nick 3 was hard, this is easier, but it's still pretty hard. So
One might call it the sweet life of Zack and Nick.
no, I would not.
Okay.
Yeah, so you know, like this is just normal-ish strats. You know, we've got a guy who can cast Spirit Punch. We've got a girl who can heal, and we're just gonna like put it all together.
By your powers combined.
Yeah.
By your powers combined, we can just obliterate Zack. Yeah. So hopefully he will die nice and quick. Hopefully this game will be nice to me.
I believe in you.
I believe in my characters.
I believe in talent.
Let's have you eat for
Hashtag
yourself.
Team Talon. We should name a character after Talon. He's,
I mean,
oh, that's not.
okay, so that's, yeah, well, it could have been worse.
That's true.
Because, yeah, we didn't silence everybody.
Yeah.
He's gonna make trying to Falcon Punch people pretty hard though. So, well, let's remedy this situation. So, where are my remedies? There's my remedies. And then you fight, and then you... Why are my remedies there? That's a really weird spot for them. Okay, so that's fine.
I feel like this was the battle on your last run that cost your really great streak. You were like several minutes ahead.
Oh yeah, I was like 8 minutes ahead on my PB going into this fight, and it also just went disastrously. Yeah, there's not really anything I can do to make this fight better though. So
$10 from Trope Delight Fantastic, who says, Bob, I see you gave my name an extra L earlier. It's all right, man. You earned it. Don't know who you stole it from, but maybe you should return it to Poexy before he notices. Anyway, here's $10 to Bob's. Here's $10 to Bob's choice for 100%ing the sentence randomizer, and I'm gonna put that towards hashtag Team Genge.
All
There you go,
right.
Tim.
Nice.
Starting a hashtag.
yeah, so as you saw there, we got a Spirit Punch off, and it did like 2,500 damage. So that's why we Spirit Punch. It's just insane.
And
So now we've killed Zack, and as we've been seeing, the counterattacks just get better and better every time. So I'm actually literally blanking right now on what the counterattack is going to be right here, but I'm pretty sure it's awful. Probably like he blurs himself. He blurs himself, and I was supposed to taunt. That's what I was supposed to do. Yeah. Well, that was bad. Okay. Well, this is fine. We just, well, hopefully we'll just be on point and Curtis will just hit through the taunt. Or, nope, okay. That was careless of me, but we'll just rejuve up. You can pick a card. Yeah, you can pick a card. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Like, it's just, basically I'm just doing the items, the abilities out of order. So, rubber ducky.
No, and you actually got a taunt off.
Yeah, nice.
Oh yeah, no, and he didn't silence Kellen before he could get a taunt off, which happens a lot. But we only got 2 attacks. Okay, come on, Curtis. You got this. There.
you go.
Okay.
Well
There
done.
you go. So we have survived. We have survived. So, which means we get to our reward for surviving is we're about to fight the most powerful enemies in the game. But first, there's a couple cutscenes. So, also we don't have to fight Zach and Nick ever again. So, hooray to that. So yeah, so if you got any more donations, Bob, this would be an excellent time.
Certainly. I have $5 from Mr. Mikey, who says, happy to help support such a wonderful cause. I'd never heard of Shadows of Adam before. I think I found a new game to play this week. We hope you enjoy. And speaking of Shadows of Adam, and once again, I want to remind everybody, this is your last opportunity to get in on this prize set. It's $5. It ends at the end of Shadow of Adam, and it's got five or six really good games in it. It's got this, Last Dream, Tangle Deep, Cosmic Star Heroine, and Crosscode. So if you want to get in for that, please get your donations in before the end of this run.
Yeah.
Also, let's take a look at the update on the naming incentive, shall we? To name Ryu. It still seems to be fairly static in the end there, so Jen's is still at $125, even though I think I just put 10 towards it. So he's only about $10 behind at this point, so
We can do this, guys. Just
Yeah.
$10 is easy.
yeah.
Yeah, so we're in jail. We're being tortured, and they put Curtis in a separate cell for some reason. I have literally no idea why they do this. Guys?
Because it makes sense in the next scene. That's really the only reason.
Yeah, so we're gonna get another flashback to Curtis. So this is his drunken flashback, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind
so
of,
yeah,
find
so
out about
he-
his modus operandi right here.
Right, when he was a pirate.
Yeah, so he made some bad life choices, letting the Master Emerald be stolen because he's Knuckles. And then he's decided he's gonna drink himself to sleep, so he gets thrown in jail and told to go anywhere but the bar. And then the only way to advance the plot is to go to the bar, which is really unfortunate. So
Could have had a much different life.
if only there was some other way to advance the plot. Also, we're gonna get Zach and Nick are in the bar. I don't know why.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be funny.
They're just like your average guys. They're not even enemies. They're just
Yeah.
living the freelance life. We've all been there.
Yeah, actually, the guy next to him, that's the headhunter.
It is a
True.
headhunter, yeah. So now he's passed out drunk on the beach. So this is the perfect time for Ghost Dad to pick his mark. Ghost Dad, that was your cue. There you are. And again, like, you can always trust a guy who has giant floating skull heads next to him whenever he starts talking. So. Yeah, so now we're seeing that he showed Asriel that same dream, or showed Curtis the same dream he showed Asriel, so.
This is my favorite scene. Sorry to interrupt. This is my favorite scene that I made. And Tim did such a great job on these sprite animations coming up. They're so fun.
Just Falcon punched the hell out of that door. And then roundhouse kick, which is an ability he needs to get in a DLC.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
roundhouse kick.
The Roundhouse DLC.
Only 99.99.
Right?
99.99 .9999 pennies is what you mean by that, right?
Gold horse armor? What?
Yeah, so now that we've finished these cutscenes, we need to lag the game, apparently. So we need to get out of this airship. So flip some switches that are really weird. Like, who
Right.
designed switches like that?
Luke Watchholz.
Good answer. So we're going to save the game here because this is a battle against a perfectly normal random soldier, which is terrifying because he has just an absurd amount of HP. So it's really unlikely he's going to do anything to me. We're just going to be super safe and save the game. Okay, so we got through that one. That chest, like that's just way too strongly guarded. It has a really powerful accessory, but it's just not worth. So instead, we're just gonna now fight Double Soldier.
Is it the power belt that's in it?
It is the power belt. Yep.
Yeah. See, I told you, Dowolf knows more about this game than I do.
Someone in chat suggested you name the Roundhouse DLC the Roadhouse DLC in honor of Patrick Swayze.
Nice. Chat's on point
right.
tonight, man.
Well, if that's the case, then we also need the Dirty Dancing DLC.
I mean,
No,
if you're
nobody
offering,
puts Talon in the corner.
No one wants to dance with him. Poor guy. That could be like his tragic backstory. No one danced with him.
Right.
yeah. So there's a save point next to a completely random encounter. That's how you know that it's. So this is one soldier and his 2 dogs. And we could die here. We could very really die here. So because they combine to just paralyze one character, paralyze the same character again. That was really lucky. And then okay, so nobody died. So that was like a top tier first turn. Okay, now Curtis is berserk. Things are getting a little worse. And now Curtis is dead. So, but we should be fine at this point because we've already killed 1 dog. Forget I said that. Because now most of our damage is berserk. Let's just hope we can take out this dog.
Right. Pretty much every other fight, when an enemy berserks you, it's a good thing.
Nice crit.
You had a few battles you designed, Tim, where you had them like have high evasion, so they would berserk you, so you would trigger their counters.
Right.
Okay, we made it through. We made it
Hold on.
through a completely random encounter against a man and his dogs. I'm sure the dogs are fine.
Yeah. They just run away.
Yeah, the man maybe not, but the dogs are fine.
Yeah. Man's dead. Dogs are fine.
So Talon got set in the hole because he failed the dance off.
So I guess they did put him in a corner.
This is the dance circle right here. He's trying to get in, but they're like, "Scram, kid, you can't keep up with us." Look at their moves.
So when does Shadows of Adams 2 Electric Boogaloo come out?
It's already in development, but
Spoiler? I have $5 from Matthew Dan Denga Santos. He says, please tell Dowolf aloha from your fellow purple rhino in Hawaii.
Oh, wow. Hey, thank you very much.
And I have $5 from
That takes
Ghost
you back.
King, who says, with how good a year of games we have in general, it was easy to overlook some incredible RPGs that emerged from the indie scene like this one. Had to donate to a fellow who appreciates hidden gem RPGs, especially if they also speedrun Trials in the Sky. Bonus points for Bob on the mic. Love you, Bob. See you Wednesday, friends. Money to Bob's choice of color between white, red, green, yellow, or blue for the custom robo color, and I chose red.
I mean,
Because
you gotta
red-
make it go fast.
Red ones go faster, right?
Yeah, that's just common sense.
And this is a speed run. That is factually correct.
Yeah.
$5 from an anonymous donor who says, keeping the Final Fantasy VIII run honest. No Renoa skip allowed here.
No skip. This is strange. Is that an incentive or?
Let me check at the.
It's
Let me
the
check
$5
the.
incentive.
Let me check the status on that one right now. So I will get back to you in a moment.
Anyway, so the world has changed so much. The account's being so good. We bought him a weapon. So we bought
You
Talon a
earned it.
weapon. He has earned his weapon, and also we need to buy him a weapon. We can also freely sell everything now. And then we need to buy a little bit more armor. There we go. So this is the town in the game that got destroyed by a magical war in the past, in the game's backstory. And just people all around here just fill you in on lore stuff, and we're just gonna walk past them because we don't have time for lore. Even though they're wearing like really awesome clothes, like I guess that was you, Tim. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was kind of a late in development artwork we did. I remember because they were just the generic NPCs, and you gave them a little more flavor because it was such a specific plot point. We wanted to make them stand out.
So Renoa skip is not a thing in Final Fantasy VIII. And it took me a while to look it up because I made the mistake of control searching Final Fantasy, which we have quite a few of
Yeah.
in this marathon.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you gotta go fast. Like, whatever it takes to go fast, you know, kill the animals. But, except those dogs. We spared those dogs.
I quite sheerly saw those get crit.
They got critically unconscious.
Yeah, critically pet.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna pet you so hard right now.
We threw him a bone, yeah. So we're just gonna pick up that spinach juice right there, and then we get to go into a giant dungeon that's called a maze. So that's how you know it's like really simple and easy to navigate. Doing, doing, doing. I said doing.
That's how it works, right? We don't have voice activation yet, but that'll be coming out in the next patch.
I mean, with how my fingers are doing tonight, that would probably help.
So, Breath of Fire 3 naming incentive. In third place, we have Genge with $145
Nice.
and 10 cents. And in fourth, you have Doof with $145. There is literally 10 cents separating the two names.
Oh, man.
Well, so either put Genge ahead or let's go Team Doof.
We
Hashtag
got to make someone called Genge, man.
Oh no, it's got Genge.
You're
Let's
a
do
rabble
this.
rouser, Tim.
You're just trying to stir the pot.
We
aren't
just want
you?
donations. We just want to keep seeing donations.
Not for Team Genge, I think.
Oh yeah, so these guys, they get to double cast, which is like that's my thing that I do with Talon, and you can't really step on Talon's turret, so we just need to annihilate them very quickly. Also, they'll kill us if we don't. But so yeah, they're terrifying, and they have a shield that has to be pierced through before we can actually do HP damage, which is why we needed to buy Talon a weapon, so he could do some auto attack damage to that shield. So yeah, had to route in buying Talon a weapon, which hurt me in the past, but now, you know, now I'm a changed man. Now I recognize what Talon can do.
It's a true coming of age story here.
Oh God, if I'm coming of it.
And his heart grew 2 sizes that day.
What, Dowolfs or Talons?
Both.
I mean, we actually did skip over the cutscene where Talon realizes that being a dude bro is bad. So.
Yeah. That's his character arc. He starts as a dude bro and then says, I don't want to be a dude bro anymore. Yeah, these slimes are for some reason weak to suplex, but also everything is weak to suplex.
Well, they're made out of gold, and gold is a metal, and metal is like crystal, and we've already established that crystal is weak to suplex.
Right.
So by the transitive property,
True.
Oh, I just
it
barely
didn't die.
barely alive.
Rude.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Right. And gold is malleable, so you're turning them into pancakes.
How does
with
the
every suplex.
how does the person who punches that protects crystals feel about seeing his friend suplexing crystals to their death?
No, he's the guy who's
He's the
protecting
same guy.
crystals.
Same guy,
It's
same
the
guy.
same. It's
Curtis
the same
is the
guy.
But that's my point. Is that not like an inner war amongst himself?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, like there's good and evil, and we gotta punish the good crystal, or punish the bad crystals. Punish the evil crystals and reward the good crystals with rescue.
Or maybe it's like an anger management thing. He's so upset he lost it.
I feel you may want to revisit that, Double.
Did I revisit my 40 and slip? Nah, I'm good.
If I can't have the crystal, no one can.
So up ahead we have the most terrifyingly dangerous random encounter in the game, and there.
Yeah, I totally didn't plan for you to be able to walk around that guy. And when I saw Dowolf do that for the first time, I had a nice laugh.
Yeah. So these guys are fun.
Immediately attach an enemy behind the crystal he walks behind.
Just has an AOE instant death move.
Oh god. Yeah. Oh, so this guy, by the way, speaking of instant death moves, that guy that I just killed has an instant death move. But we killed him, so it's fine.
Yeah, he just eats you.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you survive with like 1% HP and then you bleed to death immediately after that.
I think you just die, but I don't know. You might be right.
No, I think we changed it
Oh.
recently, along with the other patches, the instant death patches. But
Yeah. Okay. And then this guy here has just way too much defense, so Heartbreaker. That was painful. That was really painful.
Talon's doing some good damage, man.
No, Talon is just being MVP right here. Like Curtis is trying, but you know, a little bit of room to grow. Same with Asriel, same with Kellen, but Talon, man, like he's just being MVP over and over again. Like, why do I doubt him? Why do I still have this memory of him being bad? And I just have this, you know, that initial bias. I just have to get past and just accept him for who he is.
So
An awesome person.
Dowolf, I need you to tell me the next time you're going to suplex something.
In like 5 seconds, probably.
Okay.
Well, there is a cutscene in the way of the next suplex, so it's going to be a little bit.
So just let me know when the next suplex is happening, because I have a thing I need to do.
Okay, so yeah. So this cutscene here, he's guarding the Master Emerald, and then somebody calls him and tells him to go somewhere else. And he's like, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to abandon the Master Wraith Emerald. And it's like, dude, why haven't you learned from Knuckles' example?
It literally, the only rule was to never leave the room, and the first thing he does
Yeah, you
is
had
leave
one
the room.
job.
Yeah,
Would it kill me, consume me, and magic flow into me? Would I learn how to suplex better?
in lore, the crystal is this kind of a source of magical power, and so just standing by it, Curtis gets big muscles and stronger.
The fact that you're right just it scares me. But yeah. Yeah, somebody help me. And then he walks diagonally, which, again, we've established is a bad sign.
It means you're a witch.
It means he's a witch. Yeah, he stood too close to the Wraith Emerald. So, or Wraith Crystal.
So some rocks are about to fall, and this is like the 6th scene that we use the same rock animation. You try to find ways to be creative with your resources when you're in indie development.
I mean, rocks fall, everyone dies. Like,
Yeah, I think I was literally just copy and paste the same lines of code because, you know, why not?
okay, so we've made it past the cutscene, so I don't know if I suplex anyone in the next fight. We'll see when we get to it.
And it seemed like
there's
you
a wall
didn't need
there.
that artifact. You've been doing fine without it.
I mean, we would have, like, I was getting the 100 version, which I'm, like, I would have gotten that soon, so whatever.
Just make sure you get the claw.
Okay, so yeah, so we're suplexing nothing here, because we need to Spirit Punch this ghost.
It's cool. Just let me know when it's going to happen. Chat, you owe me for this.
Yeah, so this is a scary encounter because we can't just kill the mages because there's 2 of them. So we have to just survive them doing a lot of damage. But they won't get another attack off. And we live, so we're good. And then Spirit Punch should clean this up. Or not. You know what?
Probably flare on it.
I mean, I'm gonna flare just in case, but pick a card I think has this covered. It's Talon's our man. Yeah, see?
Oh.
Really? Well, that's unfortunate, but flare will finish it off.
I think fire card is a 35% chance, so it's the highest probability.
Yeah.
And it's a decent card. It has a 40% chance of procting burn, so
Yeah.
burn is very useful.
Yep. Okay, we have a gold slime. It is time for some suplexing.
All right.
It's gonna happen at so Curtis is gonna be the last person in our party to act. So, really, a miss? That's unfortunate. So, like, I don't know, like 10 seconds from now, not
It's
even.
all good.
Right about
Here we go.
next move.
I think the goal. Yep, right now.
By God, is my witness, he's broken in half. That slime had a family.
Nice.
That's worth a couple donations right there. Why did we put Suplex in? I don't remember like talking about it. I just remember one day playing the game and Suplex was in it.
That has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, meta approves, so. Okay, so so there were a bunch of chests in here that we completely ignored when we were here in the flashback. If we had gotten any of those items, we would have gotten items, but they would have been like mediocre items. And nobody wants mediocre items. We want awesome items. And like, much like the random treasure chests in Chrono Trigger, if we just don't pick them up, they get better. So, unfortunately, so one of those items just happens to be Curtis's most powerful weapon in the game. And like maybe that'll be the impetus he needs to become the man he knows he can be. So yeah, so we're just gonna get him that item, and then everything's gonna be hunky-dory, because he's gonna kill everything.
these monsters have a lot of AoEs. This is where they really start doing that a lot.
So we're having a real back and forth battle here. So Doof went into third place with $150.10, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Jenge came back with $155.10. So it's still a $5 lead for Jenge.
Come on, guys. Somebody's got to be called Jenge. Somebody's got to be called PJ. And, you know, that's the only way this can end. Yeah, I don't get the item. That's sad.
So unfortunately, he missed the trigger where he could get a better item right there, which is an artifact that adds 100 AP, and it's actually very good. And he'll be fine, I think.
I'll be completely fine. We're just going to play this fight a little safe.
If you take the artifact in the past, it's a 50%. But
or I can just like do the wrong fight, but we can run. So yeah, so we actually have a choice of 4 fights we can do here, and 3 of them have boogeymens and a bunch of those double cast guys. So we're just gonna fight this terrifying slime thing again instead. Much safer. Let's Doom Dice. I feel like Doom Dice. So Doom Dice is completely random, and sometimes it kills the party.
That's a bad roll.
That was a really bad roll.
So the mechanic works. The red die is the damage multiplier, and the white die is the amount of hits you get. So most optimal roll would obviously be 6/6. And if you get Snake Eyes, which is a pretty low % chance, it inflicts an AoE poison on the team.
Yep, and also a bunch of damage. And
I think I've only seen it like 1 time in my play. Have you seen it?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's very rare.
Like, it's why I like eschew that ability completely, even though it's one of the things that can go through the boogeymen. They can hit the otherwise undamageable enemies. Because, like, yeah, sometimes Talon will just roll double 6s and things just die, and that usually doesn't happen. So Melville has gotten all 4 Chaos Wraith Crystals.
Yes.
So he's gonna maybe become magical. He really wants to, but he's also a scaredy cat. And now all the soldiers run away, which is smart. But unfortunately, they're gonna be dragged back because Melville has learned magic.
So you should probably leave the dungeon, I think.
Yeah, no, we're too late. So, like, I don't know why we're still going forwards and fighting this guy now, but, like, even Save is just confused. He's just like, fools rush in. Like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, I just save this game.
We are going to save the game. So this fight is actually really fun. For some definition of fun. Yeah, so we are going to... basically, first Melville's got, you see he has 4 soldiers. First Melville's going to be incompetent and kill 2 of them. Then we are going to battle, and he's going to soul bond himself to some of his soldiers, and which makes it so that we have, whenever we damage Melville, we'll just damage the soldier instead. So we got to just chew our way through this poor innocent soldiers on our way to killing Melville. But, you know, like, they chose their side. So we need to rally, flare, apple. Wait, no, not rally. I changed the strat, right. Heartbreak, flare, apple.
Oh, were you supposed to give Curtis a speed boost?
Not here, not
Okay,
here. That's before the next boss.
Okay, right, yeah.
Yeah, here I want him to be after Azrael because, so what we're gonna do after this is we're gonna berserk at Curtis, and with any luck, Curtis is gonna be on fire and he's gonna just decimate Melville because, oh, berserk I said. So if he correctly decimates Melville, and I'm gonna like tell him to go after Melville too, Melville's HP is just gonna shrink in half. Because that soldier right there on the right is going to die. Soul Bomb's going to be deactivated. And we can go straight. Yes! Oh, look at those damage numbers.
Nice.
So, yeah, so Melville's going to try to reapply the, oh, shoot. Well, now Talon doesn't get a turn because of the bug, but that's fine. So he's going to try to reapply Soul Bond. We're just going to kill the other soldier. And then let's finish him this turn. Oh, keep going, keep going. Yes!
Somebody stop the damn match!
So, Berserk strats. This is why we do them this fight. How RNG they are, because things just die.
They actually used to be stronger in the beta.
Really?
They were, I think the range was 2 to 5, and the attack buff was bigger. And we realized how broken it was, so we nerfed it quite a bit. We made it cost more. I mean, yeah, we didn't really account for those strategies until testers got their hands on it.
That's because one of the devs made it multiplying damage with any like buff versus additive.
I mean, that makes sense.
So I
but-
learned about that like 9 months into development and was too late. It's buried in the battle code.
Well, it makes it fun because you can stack a lot of buffs. He's gonna do a lot of that in the last dungeon.
Yeah.
Stacking buffs.
I mean, it's definitely the way I enjoy playing the game too. So I don't regret it being in there.
Yeah, like I think I said earlier, like point of an RPG combat system is, you know, you get tools and how do you break them? How do you use that to break the game? And like, you know, this game gives me tools. And Curtis was perfect there.
Yeah. So this is like the kind of the last. Well, there's more plot in the final dungeon, but Dowolf's about to enter the final dungeon, which is quite a lengthy dungeon, and is going to have 4 bosses in it.
4 bosses, yep.
Yeah. Kind of try to pull out all the stops in the final dungeon.
We've had a quick $25 donation just saying the music in this game is absolutely amazing. Who was the composer?
Raise your hand.
I hope I'm pointing to the right person.
No.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
I think you were actually pointing at Poexel at one point. So
I'm pointing over my head while looking at the game is hard.
Well, his shadow looms
I guess I could like
large over
look
the
up
game,
at the giant screen over there and tell that way. But
thank you so much. It's really kind of you.
got $75 from last name Sabins, who says, we need to have a Sabin in this game. My last name is Sabins, and Sabin is always renamed John Cena. Sabin is, of course, my favorite character in Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it's a great character.
And $10 from the Civil Yoshi, who says, hey, so I just started watching this, and I noticed that suplex is a move.
Oh, really?
I'm considering buying this game, but I need to know one very important thing. Can you suplex a train?
well, I'm not going to say you're going to find out, but you might find out.
We will neither confirm or deny the existence of a slime-based locomotive later on.
Yeah.
Also, happy birthday, Solomon. Put this towards Reader's choice, which is going to be Genge for Ryu's name.
Yeah, that question has gotten asked to us so much. In the main game, we didn't put. I'm not saying we have a train, but if we did put it, we didn't put it in the main game first. But we'd go to conferences, and pretty much that's what everyone would ask us. So
Right.
we might have added it in the expansion.
Right. So if you're considering it to suplex a train, I'd suggest probably buying the DLC along with it.
That's if there was, like,
Right.
hypothetically.
Oh, yeah,
there
no,
was.
we're just all hypothetical here.
Yeah, I mean-
Nobody is saying
All right.
anything.
Someone's taking the mickey now. Right now, Genge is in 4th with $155.10.
Oh,
And Doof is in 3rd place with $155.11. Someone's taking the mickey now.
jeez.
I feel like I forgot
This is
something.
petty cash with these now.
No, I'm
Petty,
good.
Up
literally,
with the 10
yeah.
cents, up with the $10 at least.
Yeah. We gotta at least get to 9 grand before the run closes.
Oh, I need to burn my remaining juices. That's what I need to do still.
You can do that before the first battle.
Yep, easy. Or most of my. Actually, just do all of them now. Really, it's fine.
I'm always so amazed how you can make like so much effective use of just simple scrolling parallax backgrounds. You get a lot of ammunition out of simple stuff like that.
Smooth 2 Manifold sends us $100. Says, I have been looking forward to RPG Limit Break for months. Let's name our hero Pokemon Gorse, because he is the hero of differential geometry.
Yeah. So as you saw there, I actually burned my whatchamacallit. What is the word I'm looking for?
Juices?
Juices. Yeah, I drank protein shakes. Yeah, yes. So we did that, and we did that on Curtis to give him an extra 2 speed, which he's going to need for the upcoming boss battle.
Yeah, it's actually a boss battle where the entire strat is just suplexing them all. And that's not a joke.
That is literally the strategy. Yep.
And when you guys see what they are, you'll understand why that's the strategy.
There you go. Nice.
Oh, anti-up, nice.
Yeah, so Annie Up is Talon's ultimate move. It makes it rain. It makes it rain. It will do. It's an absurdly powerful move. It just has a minor downside that it's just super slow. But we're gonna use it a few times, so it's gonna rain. You're gonna make it rain.
Yep. Every $20 or more donation for Genge will make it rain in the game.
Oh man.
I mean, no guarantees because it's also a very AP expensive move.
Yeah, that's right.
And there's a glitch I can abuse on that, but because I forgot
The artifact.
the artifact,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's the glitch?
So if you ever save the game while having at least 100% AP, your AP is just immediately put at the maximum possible
oh right,
value.
yeah, you were telling us that earlier.
So, you know, if we had bonus AP, like I can just spam more abilities. But I have plenty. I've gotten really lucky with ether drops, so I should be fine. Assuming that like we don't miss the Moonlighter, because she's scary and can dodge things. The Moonlighter being the one in the middle, the blur effect. But why do I jinx myself? Why do I jinx myself? So we're gonna finish it off, I guess. Talon, you got this. Oh, you got this.
Man, you did it.
All you had to do was believe in him, man.
All we had to do was believe in him, indeed.
Talon's I have a sweet spot for Talon in my heart just because I think the luck-based moves are really fun. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's mine for sure.
I also like luck-based tea.
Luck-based tea.
Not sure what kind of tea it is.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad life choice, luck-based tea. I don't know, is Bowie in the room? Can we ask him?
Are you saying Bowie's the only Englishman in the room, Dowolf?
Where can I hide from Bob? Oh god, Curtis just died. That is a well-timed distraction. This is max revive him.
Right, those are the powers of Bob. You can't hide from him. Not even in the game.
I just know if I look to the right, Bob's gonna be staring at me.
So the monsters in this dungeon, I feel like, pretty much take every mechanic that you've seen throughout the game and sort of like present it as like a final test sort of thing. You're going to see a lot of high evasion counter monsters. You're going to see a lot of immunity to physical attack monsters. You're going to see a lot of high defense. So you're going to see pretty much Dowolf use a lot of different skills and strats.
Yeah, we're also going to see Ghost Stab being creepy. Yeah, so here we get to actually finally meet who Orazio's wife / Kellen's mom is. And as we can see, she's tied to the same tree that Azrael blew up like 3 hours ago, or 2 hours ago, however many hours it's been. So they tied her to a tree as a sacrifice to a monster in the forest. So thankfully Orazio shows up, words that have never been uttered before or since. And he is going to just kick that monster's butt. But and again we see that Orazio moves diagonally, never a good sign. Yeah, I think you were saying earlier, Tyler, that like putting her in the middle was a little bit of a trick.
Oh right, because the tree is even number tiles, so I had to split the x coordinates so she'd be right in the middle. When Orazio faces her, you'll see how she's a little off center. The minor things you do to get that extra layer of polish.
Yeah, and then it turns out that the reason he hates Kellen is because the mother dies in childbirth and he can't save her. And yeah, happy Mother's Day.
Oh man, it's dark. Please call your mothers right now. Call your mothers and tell you love them. So this is kind of interesting. This map, you'll actually never go in again. What I mean by that is that there's a copy of the map that I used to make all that layering work with the minecart. it was just going to be a disaster to make it work. So I just made a map for literally that one little scene, and then when you return to it later, it's just a copy of the map with different collision set. Kind of one of those little tricks you do to like make things happen. There's lots of stuff under the hood that we do that people won't see to make things work. And that's one
What
of
am I
them.
doing?
I don't know.
This way. That's where the path is. I'm blind, apparently.
There's a few actually treasures that were in the game, but they're still on the map. They're like on the edges of the map. So if you were able to like go into the debug menu and turn off collision, you can find items that we removed from the game.
Yeah, I think there was actually a glitch at one point that you could get like the
Oh, the
magic sword that
right.
you used to have that I assume is like still hidden on the airship.
Yeah, it's still on the airship map. You just have to go to the corner. But I think that was like a misplaced collision tile in the first build of the game.
Oh, Azrael didn't get XP there. That's unfortunate.
We need to fight an extra battle.
No, she doesn't need levels that badly because she's not useful for any of the bosses.
Well, the next boss, right?
Well, yeah, but she doesn't need to. Well, there's no extra battles to fight
right.
before it,
Yeah,
so we're
sure.
just gonna have to hope everything goes well.
And so like I mentioned back 2 hours ago when we were in the woods, when Azrael first learned Flare, I said you'd be seeing it later. So like I mentioned, all the skills scale throughout the entire game, so you don't have, you know, Fire 4, Fire 6, and learn like thousands of spells, but only one is useful. We really try to make each skill unique and useful throughout the entire game.
Yeah, and we also get the return of the plant puzzles. These ones are a bit trickier. So we have to actually, you know, solve them and stuff. Instead of just, you know, doing BAB, which is kind of unfortunate. Kind of fortunate. Good to have real puzzles.
Yeah. Actually,
there's a boss coming up, and I almost just ran into it without saving.
one of our first reviews of the game when it was in beta, or it was a little demo we put out for Kickstarter. It was a YouTube content creator, Daria, and she said, the puzzles aren't hard enough. I hope they get harder later in the game.
I'm actually going to reset because I didn't heal his AP. So, yeah, so we're going to heal his AP this time so he can cast rallies so that he can do things. And, yeah.
And you may remember this guy from the first boss battle. We gave a little palette swap.
Yeah, so, anyway, so the whole reason we gave that speed boost to Curtis was so that he would outspeed Azrael here so he can throw her an apple so that hopefully she one-shots both of the guys on the side. That is the plan. And that looks like it's going to be good. And then, of course, from here, you know, Berserk strats are just... Come on, Curtis. This could end this turn if we're lucky. Oh, yes! Obliterated.
This seems like a good time for MS Tang's $5 donation. He says, "By God, what a run!"
It's funny. Yeah, 4 crits. What are the odds?
Let's not calculate that. I have a run to do. So this one's a little bit more complicated. It is red, yellow, not red, blue. Red, yellow, red, blue, red. Red, yellow,
Red, blue, red.
red. It's a really long walk to get from flower to flower. Like, I got so lost when I was trying to solve this casually the first time.
Yeah, this might have been another one where I just moved the barrier so I didn't have to solve it. No, I think I know how to solve it now.
I'm just gonna save the game because we get lost. Does blind reduce the accuracy of flare? I don't think so.
No, it's
Okay, good.
physicals, yeah.
I mean, they still have the evasion chance of using flare,
Right.
but we killed one of them. I'll take it. We don't want to use anything that can be countered, so we're not. Thunder card. Show me Thunder card.
19% chance. Ah.
That's fine. It's fine. He'll die to the next attack that hits him. There we go. So now we got another little puzzle.
Yeah, so we basically combine the vines with the orb puzzles in this one. Pretty clever design by Luke. It's always the fun thing about having like delineating our tasks. When another person kind of finished theirs, we got to test it out and have a fresh perspective on it.
Yeah, so there's a random glitch here that sometimes happens where that'll allow you to just walk during these cutscenes, much like we had in the water garden. No idea what triggers it. No idea.
Maybe you're like in a half step at the time it triggers.
That would make sense, yeah, but I don't know. Sometimes it happens, usually it doesn't. But it is a good day when it does. I don't have enough AP on you to cast double up here, so let's see what we get. Wouldn't have been my choice, but you know, I'm gonna trust in Talon.
He had his reasons.
This will probably still kill the Moonlighter if the flare hits, though. If the flare hits. Okay, so you go there, flare, spirit punch, and round 2. Let's do this. I did save before this fight, just in case. This might be going pear-shaped.
Let's get the Wraith card.
Okay, no, he just is really feeling this Blizzard card, I guess.
Might need to taunt him, I don't know.
Yeah. You know what? We're gonna do one last pick. Talon's. Yeah.
It's really feeling that ice card.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's almost like you smack talked him earlier in the game.
Oh,
He's
this
letting
is
you down
actually-
when you most need it.
I can bring her back to life.
I
at
can
least.
bring her back to life. This is actually kind of good.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh my gosh.
Hardest fight in the game.
what is
folks.
going on?
You're getting trolled pretty hard right now.
Okay, so we're gonna. Nobody else. Okay, just end this fight. Okay,
That's probably the best outcome if someone's gonna die, right? Because you don't need any more.
Oh right, I need to revive her first. That might help. So and then let's see. Let's burn all our potions. We have plenty of them. Okay, so that could have gone better. Let's on to the next completely generic random encounter that's definitely not a boss battle in disguise.
Understatement of the marathon.
Yeah, 3 ice cards in a row. Wow.
That was 3 ice. Well, I mean, originally, like I should have just healed his AP before the fight. I didn't realize it had gotten that low. And then, yeah, 3 ice cards in a row. That was rough. That was very, very improbable.
Stunbatten has sent me $100 donation to read. He says, "Hey guys, I'm happy to finally catch this event live. Thanks for making such a great marathon for a great cause. This goes to making Ryu's name Genge."
Stop.
All right.
Well, no, keep going with the Genges. But stop ice carding, please. Talon, you're awesome, I swear.
This goes to making Ryu's name Genge to appease Bob on the mic. So hopefully that'll give Genge a little bit of a lead now. Let's check in on that. So yeah, right now Doof is in 4th place with $160.11, and Genge is in 3rd place with $255.10. So if Team Doof want to represent in 3rd place, you got to step it up, boys and girls.
Big time, too.
Yeah, we're almost to 9,000 too. We got like 20 minutes left.
Yeah. Just 451 to Team Doof. And
But I thought it was Team Ginge.
no, now we're rooting for Doof.
Whose side are you on here?
Whose side are you on, man?
He's just a rabble rouser, man.
I'm on the donation total side.
I'm on Nami's side.
Okay, so hopefully this one will go better than the last battle against.
Yeah, these guys.
Why do I say things?
You're never gonna learn, Dowolf.
Nope.
this hit you. There you go.
Why did you have to say that? I really thought I was doomed. But if I mean, maybe that's just if I say it. If everyone else says it, it's fine. I don't need to heal AP before the next fight. Wait, yes I do. What do I even do with you? Please stop trying to kill Azrael. He's died enough times today. That was nice. Okay, so yeah, so next we get to fight a triplet of Gate Wardens, which are rude. Very, very rude. Yeah, so Final Cut will just do half of their turn HP, which is a lot. And they really wanted to kill Talon because they know who's on fire here. They know who the threat is.
It's gonna pull another ice card.
I don't use cards against this boss.
Yikes.
Yeah, this is fine.
That's
I
the
can res
price
him.
you pay.
I can res him. You're not dead. You're supposed to be dead. There we go. Please don't kill Azrael. I'm asking politely.
Yeah, these guys are tanks, man.
Yeah. This is gonna lock him below though. Oh, it actually still killed. Okay, cool. And I got some. Why did
Oh.
And I stepped left like a fool. Yeah, so it's trapped on all these second floors of this dungeon, and I have to like not step on them, which is usually pretty easy. But there's some more ones right there, and here's one right here. Oh yeah, it's a lock, or it's a key, I guess.
Yeah, he kind of brought this back from the Wind Tower. I guess originally the idea was we were gonna do like the 4 major dungeons, like a Redux version, and we did 2 of them, and then said, okay, that's probably enough. Well, it's like it reminds me of like the old like TMT games, TMNT, and or Final Fantasy Mystic West is another example where you like revisit all the dungeons and fight the bosses again. I always liked that. It felt very fun and campy.
And so we're gonna do one last little side area. Just fall down this conveniently located pit, then up this conveniently located wind thingy, tornado, and then crystal sword. So Kellen now has a super sword. And just in time to use it. Let's actually change what we're doing. I want to suplex this guy.
Right, cool.
And we want you to see.
Let's show off Antiop, as we haven't really shown off Antiop. So we're just making it rain money. 999 damage to everyone. Unfortunately, every attack from that point on just does bonus damage as a percentage, which is just awesome. And unfortunately, it just adds this little animation after every attack, so it's just super slow. It also costs 70% AP, which is a lot, but it's really powerful, especially in like a casual playthrough. So we fall through this hole here, not that one there.
Watch out for these ones.
Yeah, and then we just take the long way around because it's safe. Okay, so we've made it past the pitfalls. So which means we get to have a boss battle against the Elite Headhunter Mark II, who is really, really scary because he has. I'm pretty sure he still has his insta death moves. His never got taken away.
Oh, it's a 99% damage move.
Okay, then he's got backup that will kill me. That will finish the job.
Yeah.
I feel like, nope, I did the speed boost, so we're good on that. So this battle, the strategy here is pretty fun. So we need to Heartbreak, we need to Spinach, we need to Spinach some more, and we need to double up on that Heartbreak.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so he miraged someone who wasn't himself, which would have been not what we want. And then massive buffs onto our good friend Kellen. And then let's nuke a boss. So heal just to be safe. Get some suplexes in because why wouldn't we? And Annie up. Okay, he's not dead. That's really what counts.
Oh.
Um.
Dang. That was one turn away from annihilation too.
Wow.
That was gonna be it.
So that was. Huh. Let's get ourselves killed. Because we can't recover from this, unfortunately. Please kill me faster.
Okay,
There we go. That's the boss that I know and hate. So that was unfortunate, but so it goes. Sometimes you know it's just. See, it did kill me in one hit.
Oh yeah, it's still there.
That was the insta-death move right at the end there. They used on the character with 23 HP. Rubbing all the salt.
I mean, if you're gonna go out big, right?
Yeah. So let's try that again.
So we're hoping that the headhunter doesn't mirage himself in the first turn. That would be really unfortunate, and he didn't, which is
Yeah,
great.
and he spread out the damage a bit more this time, so that's a good sign. Hopefully the statues will, you know, not double down on one of the characters. I said not. That's the opposite of a not. Okay. Well, we are just gonna hope.
You
And
toss a potion on her, maybe.
that. Yeah. Let's do that. Just to be safe. Okay. Wait. Okay. Actually, okay. He's out of moves now.
There we go.
Boom. And then boom again. So and then you know, Curtis is just gonna get the finishing blow with the suplex. Okay, maybe he's gonna get like the penultimate blow with the suplex.
Do it, Curtis. It's your moment to shine.
Oh,
Ooh, that was bad damage roll. Okay, so yeah, so what I'm gonna so they're gonna die to the Annie up here. I'm just gonna do right now. Or rather, the boss is gonna die to Annie up. And then we'll just finish off the side guys. Yeah, so that was. So we've been lucky so far, but eventually this game was going to exact its toll on me. So.
sorry.
Oh God, like. If one of them died, I might have been able to recover, and then just they both got annihilated.
Should we call the other devs to patch it really fast?
No.
we
We should call out other speedrunners. There's room to improve here.
Ooh, shots fired.
Shots fired indeed.
Nah, like I said at the beginning, Dowolf single-handedly routed this game by himself, so kudos to him. We had very little to do with it. Occasionally, I would find a glitch that might be useful for him, or he would ask me like for some information.
It's good to have a lot of. I have a lot of just raw probability numbers that are nice to have, instead of having to just be guessing at what they are. So I guess if there was any doubt that Orazio was the one who tricked Curtis into, you know, abandoning his post and letting all these awful events of this game happen, now we have confirmation.
And does he move diagonally?
Orazio does, yes. Not here though. Oh, nope, there we go. There is the evil
There's the
diagonal.
rocks again.
I mean, this is the same like
wonder-
Cataclysm that we've seen before, yeah.
We got a lot of mileage out of these rocks.
Right. I wonder if diagonal walking is a precursor to collapsing rocks too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a
Something to watch
precursor of
for.
yeah, just bad things. Like if you, in real life, if you see someone walk diagonally, like you know,
Watch out.
just watch out.
They're probably a witch.
So Dowolf's got 2 more bosses left. He's got the last phase of the dungeon, which 2 more puzzles, and then a boss, and then the final battle. And the next boss is actually really fun.
Yeah. So the next boss is against it's against not 1, not 2, but 3 crystals. And as we all have figured out by this point, crystals are weak to suplexing. So we're gonna have some fun. But first, we have to get past everything else in this game that's trying to kill me. Let's ante these guys up. I just want to obliterate things right now. There we go. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, so basically Anti-Up is going to do the initial damage based on how much gold you have, and then add like a little percentage of damage on every hit you do. So it's a nice way to do a lot of damage over time. It's really good for beefier enemies. And it's just fun looking.
Yep. And then they are out of luck when they die, which is a nice little touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, Tim, you were saying that, like, you originally planned for that to be when the ability wore off naturally.
Yeah, but it doesn't have an expiration, and I guess when they die, it expires technically. So that's when it showed up,
Yeah.
which is a lot more frequent than expected.
Things dying.
First time I saw it, I had no idea what was happening.
Right. Me either, to be honest.
There's probably like 4 more random battles or regular battles.
Something like that. Good flares. Good flares.
Yeah, unfortunately, this run you don't get to see Azrael's final ability, which is I really like the animation too. It's really fun.
Incredible.
Maybe we'll get to see it on the incentive run.
Yeah, which is you know, not saying what it is, but maybe it's not just going to be some sort of vehicle that I can't speak English right now.
We'll say Mad Max moment or something, Return to Thunderdome style. Maybe, something like that. Maybe, maybe not.
Quite possible.
Yeah.
I
So,
don't-
oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I say these. This is like the last iteration of the orbs where they have these like teleporters that you shoot them in and they shoot out the other one. That was pretty clever. Luke designed that.
Yeah, there's actually a different intended strat for this one where you just push that teleporter down instead. I'm honestly uncertain what is faster. But that was the wrong fight. What am I doing in this fight? Other one. I think this one fooled me in practice too, because like the Wraithbind on the left is the weak enemy. And then you get into the fight, it's like, oh no, double Moonlighter, run away.
Yeah, luckily 100% run rate, so.
Yeah.
I never liked the old mechanics where you couldn't run instantly, so when we were designing this game, we said we love 16-bit JRPGs, but there are some things that haven't aged as well, and so let's just get rid of them. So that was one of them. Oh, there you go.
There you go, Talon. Nice. Just obliterate that guy. And some suplex. And we got a spinach drop. Nice.
Very nice.
'Cause we need some spin. We have been getting very few spinaches so far. So, yeah. So this puzzle is pretty simple if I can hit buttons.
This is the last puzzle of the game.
It is the last puzzle in the game. Well, not counting the bonus stuff, but last puzzle of the run. Let's go with that. So, yeah, there's not too many more random battles, and we just got 2 more boss battles, and then, that's gonna be the end of the run, so we are fast approaching. Oh, I can't burn Pythers here. Oh, we're just gonna have to be careful on this last fight. And Talon is gonna have to be on point one last time.
Nice, Dan.
Okay.
Hey, you gotta burn at least.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I didn't pick out. Oh, there we go. Okay. And another burn. Everything's on fire.
Oh, I killed him.
Yep. Please don't kill Abby. Well. Talon. When I said one more time, I meant 2 more times.
Maybe 3 more times.
Quite. Maybe 3 more times indeed. Oh well. At least he didn't kill anyone.
You did your final light?
I did just do Final Light. It's gonna be fun. So Final Light scales with missing HP percentage.
But you can't hit him.
Oh.
I was wondering why you did that. I thought you were just
That
like.
sure was fun.
Well, now I know that. For some reason I thought it could hit him.
Oh, there is something I know about the game that Dowolf doesn't.
Yeah.
Rip me.
Yeah, Final Light does damage based on missing HP, so the more HP a monster's missing, the more damage it does.
Okay, there we go.
As opposed to Cleave, which does more damage. It does like 10% of current HP, right? So it does more
Right.
on the front end.
This is a problem. Oh, okay. Talon, let's do it again.
We haven't
Yeah.
seen any Wraith cards this run, have
We saw a couple.
Oh, we did?
Not many. We've seen a lot of more thunder, a lot more lightning. But yeah, this has not been a good card for thunder. Or for Wraith. Which is fine. We're doing okay. Yeah, this is stuff that would normally be fine on being AP if I had remembered the accessories, but I did not. So, oh well. There we go. Good job, Talon.
Barely, hang on.
And good job, Talon again. And we got our level ups to 27, which is exactly what we want. So that's good. Save our game. And time for some bosses. So yeah, so as you're saying, there are 3 crystals. They are weak to suplex because of course they are. And so we just, normal strats. Boost Curtis up massively, and then we just start crushing.
Does he have the speed of priority right now? Oh,
Yes, yeah, I put that on a while ago.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, so we needed that extra spin there for the extra damage.
He's got 9.
4459
he's
is
got
a little
9,000.
low. Yeah, so we need a good roll on this one.
Ooh,
More or less.
dang. You guys are mean.
It's like, I swear it's over a 50% chance. Oh well. And they defensed up, which is...
Yeah, that's. You got this,
okay.
man.
We need the rejuve. I'm gonna play it safe.
Doom Dice.
Doom Dice is not playing it safe.
That's true. That's probably.
Doom Dice. Remember the part where Doom Dice could just kill our whole party?
Yeah, with your luck, you'll get the
Yeah.
Snake Eyes.
Oh god. Yeah. Yes, I would right now. There we go. Nice. Okay, just.
That crystal had a family.
Yeah, Curtis seems to be a fan favorite.
Okay, so we should be en route to suplex everything. We're en route to suplex everything. And that okay. Well, this is okay. It's not good, but it's okay. So yeah, so this is taking a little longer. See how it goes. But we're gonna kill him. There's no way he can beat us at this point, so we just have to make sure not to screw this up. Oh, he's blind.
It's pretty funny when he misses suplex because he like slams him down and just says missed. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Oh,
There we go, max damage. There we go, very
pretty
nice.
sick.
That is how you suplex.
One might say you've taken him to Suplex City.
You might, you might.
All right, final boss.
Meta
time.
has given his seal of approval to the suplex, and we are. How is that my time?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Ice card strats.
So
Look, Talon just wanted to renew his WoW subscription, okay? It's all Blizzard cards.
Ah,
yeah, so we're gonna fight the final boss, who is of course Ghost Dad.
spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, we're the final boss of the game. Spoiler alert. So
Don't worry, guys. There's still time to beat it before he does.
I mean, dear God, I hope not. But so Ghost Dad is like beating up on all of us for some reason. Like I know he hates Talon, and he hates Talon because, well, I don't hate Talon. I'll defend you, Talon. But just what is his end goal here? I don't think it's become a god, right, or something like that.
He's trying to. He's like trapped inside the crystal. His essence is so. He's getting them to release him.
Well,
'Cause
I
he
mean,
wants to enter the Wraith door so he can get the power to revive his wife.
right, that's where we are. But he does say stuff about becoming a god or something like that.
He just hates humans at this point.
Yeah, he's lived his whole life without the power to do what he wants, so he's kind of bitter about it.
Yeah.
I love that door animation that Tim made. It's really cool.
I won't be dust when I can become the darkness of death and of life. Because that's what life is made out of, darkness.
And death.
And death. Yeah. But as is RPG tradition, we will show him the error of his ways by beating him up. So if you were paying very close attention to level ups, you will notice that Curtis gained an ability in his called Ascension, and we won't spoil what Ascension does, but it's going to be fun. But we're going to be using it on the very first turn.
Yeah, it has turn priority, so it always shoots off first.
Yeah. Yeah, also, Orazio, so when Orazio does his first attack, it's just always going to be a giant AoE damage that knocks us all to like 10% HP. So we'll just have Azrael heal. Whatever. Easy. Anyway, so Rally, Rejuve, Ascension, and double up Kellen. Nice and easy. So he is now Super Saiyan. So that's the biggest buff in the game, because he cannot be too buffed for this fight.
Yeah, basically the whole strat of this is just to buff Curtis insanely and then have him berserk.
Yep, and then, so we need to get some, yeah, so we just heal, and we're fine. So we're going to berserk him, and we need to get some good damage rolls, baby. Get some good damage rolls. Well, not us, show him the pain. Okay,
Six,
okay, that's a
not
good
bad.
start. 6 hits, 1 crit.
And he's still got double up on Kellen, so Kellen will be just constantly stacking 2 rallies on him, so his damage output will be more.
And we also have a spare time to throw on a spinach, so we're going to do that. Sorry, what'd you say, Madam? Popeye strats.
Popeye
Yes,
strats.
indeed, Popeye
See,
strats.
I've been sitting here the whole run whenever they use spinach and going in my head.
Wait, that was 3 hits.
Yeah, that's weird.
I didn't know it could do 3 hits.
Now you do.
What is going on with this game? So we need to re-up his. We need to up his. We need to do that. That thing that I just did is what we need to do. Oh yeah. Oh. So that was a lot of crits. Low damage. No number, but a lot of crits. So no, that was okay. But I think he can do better. I know he can do better. So show me what you got this time around. Come on.
Hey, so we need some fan art of that right now. Yeah, Curtis is super. He's like wearing a sailor hat, but it's like on top of the golden hair. When he charges up, his like necktie blows off.
Like the rest of him blows up and his forearm shrink.
I need to do that.
So he's about to enter his second phase, and it actually scales to your level. So the higher level you are, the more misses.
That's really bad.
You could just yellow it.
I could just YOLO it. Let's do that. Let's YOLO this. So we are going to have Kellen use his final light ability, which will do a decent chunk of damage. It probably won't go through the entire barrier shield, but hopefully this should let us recover, or help us recover. Okay, we'll go through the entire shield. That's good. So we can't do it twice in a row because he doesn't have enough AP. But so we're gonna do that. Be careful. You can just Spirit Punch and then. What do I even do on you? This is going really bad. But hopefully, okay, Curse. Okay, ooh, that was unfortunate. Okay, so now I'm not gonna have enough AP on him. Okay, we're doing Berserk. Going back to Berserk. Curtis, you got this. I know you got this. We got one last spinach, one last Berserk, one last double up. You got this.
All right,
Finish him off.
Let's get 8.
Oh, that was rude.
Don't do that.
That was decent.
I got a spinach.
We're out of spinach. That was our last spinach. You can't get madder. We haven't gotten many 8 hits this fight. Let's just say we've gotten no hit. That's
Yeah.
the opposite of matter. But let's do some final light strats again.
This
okay.
will probably take him down.
Hopefully.
Yeah, because he's missing so much HP, it should do big damage.
Yeah, and the next one will do more.
Yeah, it should do a little bit more.
Not quite lethal, but I think Curtis can finish him off.
That's time.
That's time. And Azrael did not survive the encounter, unfortunately.
3:15, that's a really great time.
That
Yeah, it
is,
is.
that is somehow world record, and I don't know how. Because everything went.
Because you believed in talent.
Like, I don't know, because I'm going to blame the PC or something. Better PC.
I have to go with Bob. It's the heart of the card.
Okay, heart of the card. Okay, fine, heart of the cards. Talon was just. Callum carried us.
Yeah, that's 2 world records in a row.
I guess technically we need to add in like 10 seconds or something from the late start, but whatever.
So I'll pass the gauntlet to whoever can do it. We're looking for a sub 3 on this game.
Yeah, so I hear there's a 3-man breath of fire race, so that's like 3 chances for a world record, right?
Well, we do have the donation incentive for Nier Automata first, but yeah.
How is that a 350? How is this run a 315?
Yeah, I'm still wondering. Well, you had I mean, your menus are really good, and you only wiped that one time, right?
Only the one wipe, but there was, like, I missed the accessory. I had a lot of things just go slowly, like. But okay, I mean, you know, take what you get.
Oh, we still got the bonus incentive to do.
We do still have the bonus incentive. So first we got so I guess we can watch this, or we can just skip to the bonus incentive. I don't know what the call needs to be. On time, if you want to just watch the credits or not.
It's about 7 minutes, I think.
Yeah, so I don't know if there's someone who is able to make a call over there. Sure, okay. Got the permission.
Sure. Yeah.
Special double world record bonus.
Well, thanks to Bob for all the suplex jokes. That was great.
Oh,
And,
I had more.
Don't worry, you're gonna have time.
You
You're
got
gonna have
7 minutes.
opportunities.
Let's hear them all.
So, yeah, thanks Dowolf for learning this run. It's been an honor to watch him work on this, and thanks to the RPG Limit Break staff who selected this game, and all the other devs that aren't here, Ty, Josh, and Luke.
Right, absolutely. Thanks for Dowolf setting new world records.
Yeah, with Popeye Super Saiyan strats.
Talon for his ice cards. Curtis's suplexes.
Why were there so many ice cards? But yeah.
So one of the nice things about this credits scroll is that all our Kickstarter backers, for the most part, are listed in it. And this game was kickstarted, I believe, in 2016, and we had about 800 backers. So thank all of you for helping us make this project possible, because as you can see, all this artwork is very expensive to make, and without you, we could have never finished this game. And there's Josh. He's unfortunately not here today.
Slimes are scary. I can respect this.
And there's me. There's Tim. I don't know. I don't really have any more closing thoughts. Do you, Tim?
Here's Luke.
Yeah.
Story writing level design.
But yeah, no, this is just a super fun game to play casually too. Because once you're at a slightly higher level, that you're like not getting one-hit KO'd by bosses all the time. Like it's just a very free-flowing system. It's just reacting to everything this game is throwing at you, and it's just super fun to feel like you're in that kind of control. So, yeah.
We're kind of in conceptual phases, our pre-production phases for a couple projects. Hopefully there'll be more projects released under Something Classic. We had such a blast doing this project, and we all really get along and have nice synergy, so hopefully we'll make another game. So stay tuned.
Right.
These are all our wonderful beta testers that broke the game multiple times. We had the best beta testers we could ever ask for. There was one guy, Michael Nelson, who literally walked on every single tile in the entire game. And it was insane in his dedication. So and here's some of
I did not know that, but I believe it.
Oh yeah, it was insane. Here's some of our Kickstarter backers.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of Ty's family, looks like.
Yeah, the last cutscene was from was related to a side quest that we just like completely ignored. involving that Firmus town city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Ashley your sister too?
Yeah.
I think my sister's in here too.
Wraithling's still doing okay, and he does come back in the DLC. So you know, if you want more Wraithling.
But anyway, so we've been spreading some rumors about this potential side boss, and we're about to close the case on that. So
Yeah, we get to find out what he's really like underneath
Right.
the butterflies.
Is he a train or is he not?
yeah,
Is he a slime or is he not?
And more importantly, will he be suplexed?
it depends on how.
I
Will he not?
I mean, the possibilities are as endless as they are exactly two.
Yes. And those options are yes and very yes.
No comment.
I think it'd be pretty good to hype the whole thing all the way up and then go through the
Could you
boss
imagine?
without
It's, just,
suplexing.
it's not a train and there's no suplex. Like,
Oh God.
get suckered in.
Well, I'll talk about it when we get to the boss. if there is a boss.
Right.
I like this guy, the Holy Turnip. That's a
Right.
cool name.
That's the name of our next game.
Yeah. You heard it here, folks. Heard it first, folks. Yeah, so basically, this is just like a nice, like Mario 64 kind of credit sequence. See all the levels you played in, all the NPCs you met, with like a montage.
Yes, Matt.
Yeah. I think Luke is the one who did the credit scenes
Yeah.
themselves.
Mhm.
And then you composed the whole unique song for it.
So when are we going to get Shadows of Adam and Knuckles 2 Electric Boogaloo? Come on, boys. Spill the beans.
I think you mean Shadows of Huexel?
Shadows of
Excellent.
Knuckles.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. If
Shadows-
we do, it would probably be as DLC, so.
Yeah.
Adam Inker, he's another RPG speedrunner, I believe. Right? Inker?
I
I want to say, like, when the game first came out, he was, like, kind of testing the waters, sort of running it, and he was, like, showing off a few strats. And I remember just seeing a very cryptic tweet of his that said, I think I figured out a damage underflow in Shadows of Adam. I was like, uh-oh.
did. Well, if he did, I am not aware of it,
Yeah.
which is
I
a
would-
shame.
It'd be cool if you could like, damage underflow the Berserk suplex thing or whatever, and just do, like, quad nines every time.
I mean, yes, that would be the coolest. Just do whatever 80,000 damage, excuse me. Like every time. Just max obliterate.
Yeah. Yeah, so as you can see, we
That's
have a
the-
long credit sequence because of all these wonderful Kickstarter backers.
Right.
What are you saying, sir?
The crate smashing is a callback to the scene that we skipped
Right.
in the sneak session.
Yeah,
Can I break in with a quick donation?
sure.
Go ahead.
Beanopolis donates $75 and says, I just had to donate after seeing a 9,999 damage suplex. Thank you for appealing to my love of turn-based RPGs. Keep up all the great runs. Thank you, Beanopolis.
Awesome.
Thank you
Thanks
very
so
much.
So we're gonna see another little scene with Laura Beth again. She kind of disappears after the second dungeon.
She does get a minor like bonus cutscene where you get the what do you get from her? The
Candy staff,
Candy-
and candy dress.
Yeah.
I thought one of them's from the candy cake. I thought.
Oh yeah, she gives you the dress.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So what is the correct answer to who has the fork?
There is no fork.
Ah. Thank you, Neo.
Poor Curtis doesn't know how to swim.
Right. And maybe you notice in the credits that they basically go backwards through the entire game
Yeah.
and return to Adam.
Oh, I never realized that.
Me neither, actually.
I only did after like seeing it for like the 9th time. Finally put it together.
All right, time for boss.
New game plus mode. Let's do it again. No.
Yeah, every great JRPG needs a new game plus mode.
So we do have a save prepared. So, you know, let's just head over to this definitely not ominous island with definitely not ominous butter. What?
What is
Go
this?
to
I actually don't know what I just did.
Yeah,
that
you're
was
fine.
weird.
Strats.
That was a weird bug. Anyways, so we're on the Butterfly Island, which is just this perfectly peaceful land of butterflies.
Looks terrifying.
Yeah, it's like the upside down world in Stranger Things.
Right? It's like swarming with butterflies.
So I want to give a shout out to Tyler Darren. He basically wrote this entire scene. All the scenes were written by Luke, but this was one we let Ty write, and Ty has a unique writing style. This scene is so absurd, but we play it totally straight. I think that's kind of why it works. And this is an optional boss that can only be summoned once you reach level 30, so obviously Dowolf doesn't get to level 30 in the run. And here it is.
Yeah, but to make it fun, we're also doing this exact level 30. Also, we have our train. And it is in fact weak to suplex.
Yes.
So, but unfortunately, we are weak to its ability to murder us. So we have to start off by immediately just being super defensive, instead of just immediately going all-out attack like we did everywhere else. So we're going to use Blur here. Blur is just like when the enemies use Blur. We just get 3 turns of almost impossible to kill, which is good because otherwise you can just one-shot Azrael, which he was doing in the practice room repeatedly for like hours. So I'm really glad he didn't do that here. So now we're safe to double up.
Yeah, so this guy has 60,000 HP, and you got 10 rounds to do it. So he needs to be doing at least 6,000 a round.
Well, so that was super lucky because off the rails can paralyze every single character, which it usually does. I'm very confused that it didn't, but I'm okay with it. So yeah, so yeah, so 60,000 damage, and also there's a timer, just in case there wasn't enough pressure. So we need to blur. Just gonna blur Kellen as well, so that he is also safe. A little bit late on the blur, but that's fine. So just keep the attacks coming.
Nice.
The damage keeps going up.
Yeah.
There, you guys happy now?
Yeah, usually
Suplex the train.
yeah, usually like the first turn of this is like the super scary one, and then if we can make it past the first turn, it's fairly smooth sailing. As far as smooth sailing goes.
You said that so many times during
Maybe
this
double
run.
up.
No, I need to do the blur on Azrael, or this could fall
Well,
apart.
we all know what happens after.
Yeah, he world records.
I don't understand.
Somehow.
Ah, there we go.
Okay, that's a problem.
You could probably start final lighting it now, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to heal. Is what I. I just need to heal. I need to play it safe. I might just be dead. Is actually just what might be happening. Okay, let's final light and just hope he dies.
You still got like 30 hit point, 30,000
Okay,
left.
so yeah, we just got destroyed. I'm gonna do one more attempt, and if it goes well, it goes well. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So hopefully we can suplex this train. Yeah. So that could have gone better, but
You were pretty close, I think. Probably did 30.
it was pretty. Yeah, if he hadn't just paralyzed like my healer and my damage source, I would have been fine. But he got both, so.
I like
So
how
it
there's a
goes.
statue of a slime, like in his honor. It makes
Right.
me laugh for some reason. It's so stupid.
It is. I think it's only there to tell you that something is up.
Yeah, to tell you, come back when you're like 1,000 more levels. So, Poison Express is fine. Little deadly, but fine. Yeah. Gotta love suplexing trains. Yes, we do want to rejuve here.
I wonder if blurring Curtis would be smart because he'd get a speed boost too.
Yeah, but I don't want him to have the speed
Oh,
boost
that's
really,
true,
because
yeah.
I want him to get the buffs from this round.
Yeah, I think maybe like a miracle badge.
Oh yeah.
I
Zero
mean,
doesn't.
yeah, you're not wrong. But Miracle Badge is like this game's ribbon. So that would definitely be useful. But we do not have that, so.
So you remember about a minute ago when you said things are going to go relatively easily?
It's smooth sailing.
Yeah.
It's fine. He just uses plus
Right.
attack. That's definitely not a harbinger of death and destruction to come.
Right. The thing is, you don't want to be sailing on a train. You want to be riding on rails. So
Nice. The only sad thing about a disappointing thing about this song I wrote is I couldn't find like a train whistle MIDI. That would have been pretty fun.
Yeah.
Someone told me I needed the quote "Crazy Train," the goats, the Phantom Train from FF6, but I didn't end up doing that. That would have been fun though.
Okay, you didn't get the blind on.
Crazy Train, Phantom Train. Is there another train song?
I don't know. I'm sure there are.
Yeah,
Take the A train. maybe?
I've been working on the railroad.
I've been working on the railroad.
So yeah, so we're gonna lose a turn to needing to high ether everyone.
This is looking pretty good though. As long as he doesn't get the off the rails move, that's okay.
Debatable.
Final item and then suplex maybe. I think Wraith Storm.
I'm gonna play it a little safer. Actually, you know what? No, I can't show off Wraith Storm since she doesn't have any AP right now. But let's do that. Stop! Go away! No, wait, Winter's Defender.
The threat. They
Right as
detected
the
a threat.
poison.
Threat detection. The computer knows.
Windows is anti-suplex, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm actually really hoping I just kill this round. I am super hoping. Okay, we can't res Talon at this point. We just gotta go. We gotta go hard. Go full steam ahead. He's got to be close.
Yeah, he's probably got, I don't know. Oh, 3 rounds.
That's bad. Lure ran out. Please, Lure. Okay.
This might be a solo Curtis victory.
Might just be a solo Curtis victory.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah.
Well,
The sunset of this world is near. There's
Yeah.
a fifth. The power of the fifth.
I don't know. Ask Ty, man.
None of what he says is canon to the game.
He disappears at a label. So this was definitely meant to be a little tongue-in-cheek. So
Yeah.
we passed it to Ty, and he did a wonderful job.
But yeah, so that is it for me. Thank you everybody again for all of your generous donations. And
Take care.
yeah, next up I believe is Breath of Fire. So
All right, so everybody, let's hear it again for our second world record in a row. Thanks to Dowolf, thanks to Tim and Tyler on the couch. You guys have been awesome. And I feel it would only be fitting to leave this with one last Jim Ross quote, which is, "By God, that boss was tougher than a $2 steak." Okay, so before we get to Breath of Fire, we do have to do an interview with the Breath of Fire runners, and we have the Nier Automata donation center to do. So, Bowie, go ahead and take it away with the interview.
Okay then, guys, welcome back.